So mean. But hello. Hello everyone. Welcome back. Welcome back. It's nice to see all of you. I hope you're all doing well. Let's start with the highs. I really should. I see some people do like a high redeem, and it's kind of cute. I might do the same thing. I like it. Hello Membol. Hello Gusto. Hello Sari, always looking after us. Hello Mochi. Did I say hi Gusto? I think I did say hi Gusto. Hi Lassalot. Hi Nora. How are you guys? What you guys doing? Are you guys doing anything interesting? You're watching me, so I assume not. I assume you guys are not doing anything like exciting. If I'm the best thing going on right now, that must be a poor state of affairs. You have no idea how long you waited. Oh, I'm sorry, Nora. Well, did you just have that hovering? Like you just had that redeem ready to go? And Brewer, hi Brewer. He doesn't feel like saying anything. Excuse me. He just wants to stare, which is his right. He has every right to just stare at you with his blue eyes. Hang on a moment. I'm interesting? You say that like I'm not entertaining. I'm interesting. Like I'm a species to be analysed, or I'm like a science experiment to look at. Yes, these results, the lab will want to see these results, they say as they bully me. Waiting for my husband to come back from the military. It's BTS month, we're getting the gang back together. Ah, I see. So now is when BTS will finally get back together. Dude, all of those boy bands, all those Korean K-pop boy bands have got to be shaking in their boots. They know the moment those four get back together, it's over. It's so over for them. Like they're shaking in their boots. I'm sure there's probably like 2 or 3 that like have really grown to popular levels, but like I don't think they're gonna be able to face off. There's gonna be a noticeable dip in viewership for those guys. Unfortunately, they're facing off against Super Soldier BTS now. It's over for them. Ooh, I should probably mute that. They're buff now. I imagine. I think it's 2 years, wasn't it? 2 years would definitely get in the military. Would definitely get you pretty strong. A fascinating specimen. I don't know if they put their top scientists on me though. I don't know how much budget they get from me. You're good. You'd rather watch me than watching a TV show. Well, yeah. Well, with me, you shouldn't get. Hang on, wait. Actually, that's a good point. Hang on. You now won't get ads. You sometimes might get ads, but it's very rare you get ads. I tried to watch TV a while back. The ads really sucked, dude. Excuse me. It really sucked trying to watch through ads. And YouTube sucks as well with ads, I must say. But at least I can skip the ads. At least at most it's usually like, it's like 20 seconds. Although they're getting a little bit cheeky with their like 30-minute ads that I can't skip, and then there's 2 in a row. Just saying, many fangirls from other fandoms of the USA are making alliance to not make BTS be on the Billboard Hit 100. Huh? Really? Oh man. Did I say minute? I meant second. Oopsies. 30-second unskippable ads. I would not be happy with 30 minutes. Unless it was an entertaining 30 minutes. I see, but like the thing is, wait, do you mean by that, Nora, that like they're going to just not listen to them? Like they all make a decision not to listen to BTS? The industry is threatened. It really is. That won't stop them. No, it won't. It won't. This is gonna be such a hyped comeback. It's huge. It's massive. Just like their muscles are gonna be massive when they're on stage. You guys, like the moment their like tops come off for like some kind of dance, and they're in like shirtless, what would you call it? Like an overcoat, but with nothing underneath, is like it's over for them. You don't like ads, especially on YouTube. That's And then why do they put them when they don't let you skip? I think I guess some ads must pay more to so that they're not skippable. I don't know what the difference is there. That won't stop them. I don't think it will either. I don't think it will either. They'll definitely at least hit the billboard, and then something else will happen. The Ariana Grande fans or any female artists, they don't want them to be back. Oh no. Uh-oh. Are the pretty Asian boys going to be on top of the industry again? Oh no. Uh-oh. I wonder how Marina's thing is doing. I know Daya did like a big 2 streams dissecting Marina's music. He loves her. And she has some pretty good stuff. There was actually some music. Yeah, I guess I did just say that, didn't I? What was I thinking? Now I can't get that out of my head. There were some songs I didn't realize were by Marina when I heard them. Like I was familiar with them and I was like, oh, these are good tunes, but I never knew it was by her. But I think Daya was mostly happy with her newest album. Mostly happy with her newest album. Are you a big fan of Marina, Gusto? I'm very bad with modern music. There's a lot of artists that I do not know of. And I often, like, even if I do listen to them, you are cackling. oh, sorry. I see what you mean now. I see what you mean. I need to subscribe to Dee and get her emotes. I love her emotes. They're so good. I saw a big fat bunny today. He was a big boy. He was eating well, clearly. Like, it's a place where I always see bunnies. But usually they're kind of small. Like, it's definitely like baby time for some of the bunnies. Or at least, like, you know, they're old enough, the babies are old enough to be hopping around. Because you see some of them and they're like tiny. But this guy was clearly eating well. Do you listen to jazz music? Do you like jazz? I like actual jazz. But like, you know, more swing style would probably be my taste. There's definitely some styles that I love. I'd say R&B is a style that I absolutely love. R&B. There's a really, really great band. Lake Street Dive? Is that their name? I want to make sure that I have Lake Street Dive. That's it. If you guys look up Lake Street Dive and do like Bad Self-Portrait or Mistakes or Rich Girl. You guys know Rich Girl? You guys probably know Rich Girl. It's a pretty famous Hall & Oates tune. You're a rich girl, but you've gone too far, 'cause you know it don't matter anyway. You can rely on the old man's money. You can rely on the old man, honey. It's a bitch, girl, but you've gone too far, and you know it don't matter anyway. Say money, but it won't get you too far, It's that, but it's a female singer. And oh my god, she has the most perfect voice. The most perfect voice for like that style of singing that I've ever heard. Like it is such a deep, like naturally deep female voice. And has a great almost gravel quality. Kind of like that you'd hear on male singers. But not quite. It's not gravel actually. It's smooth. It's a velvety smooth voice. Gravel was the wrong term. I was thinking of like Ronnie Drew from the Dubliners, who doesn't have an R&B voice, but has a great Irish trad voice. It's funny to see the leader, or M, saying that he didn't want to be in the military and was waiting till this day, and I just imagine him packing his bags 2 weeks before. I know nothing about BTS. I'm sorry. I know nothing about RTS. I know about real-time strategy games. I do know a little bit about those. Not BTS though. Weren't they offered like a thing? I imagine what happened was his 3 friends were like, let's do it, and the 3 other guys. Wait, is BTS 3? How many are? Oh no, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 of them. I thought that there was like 5 at the most. There's a lot of them. They all went to the military? Goddamn. Dude, they're quite handsome. I must give it to them. 7 guys, not 5 guys. I see. Oh my, what a lovely stream. Let me help you cool. Thank you, Claire. Very nice to be cool. I do like being cool. You know how when I go to replace my gamer. Wait, hang on now. You're getting a little bit much. Yeah, a little bit much here. I don't worry. I won't be dipping into the river like I did on Twitch or on Twitter earlier. One is still in military. He leaves on the 14th. Thank you for the face hole. That's very kind of you. Thank you. I often like leather chairs are fucking death traps. Don't get a gamer chair. Get an office chair. It's way better, let me tell you. Transparent outfit when? That could be kind of funny. Obviously, it's not fully transparent, but you know that could be interesting. But I put like a towel over the gamer chair so that I don't like boil in the heat. It's a good idea. But I definitely think I'd like to go for like a cotton chair maybe next time. They're quite good. Either like a cotton gamer chair or I don't want to get banned last a lot. One of those or an office chair. Unironically, if you look like if you work in an office, look at your whatever chair they have. It's probably a good chair. Just get that, or you can get one of those like fucked up Neo chairs that are like, you know, the future because they're perfectly ergonomic, and you're like bent in all ways. Same effing chat. I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry. It's not happening. That's not happening. I never know if that emote for D is being used in a laughing way or a crying. To me, in the small version, it looks like you're crying, but in the big version, it looks like you're dying. It's very clearly laughing. But in the small version, it looks like you're crying. Your chair is very uncomfortable. You need to get a new one. But that's what I'd recommend. I'd recommend getting a good, solid, like, office chair. Like, don't look up gamer chair. Leather bound fucking shit. Like, no, they're actually not good. They're not good. Oh yeah, that's the sad one. There we go. Go for an office chair. Ideally, I think the ones with like holes in the back are like the best because then you have constant airflow. But yeah. Rua's tip of the day: to not melt. Don't sit in a leather chair. It's not good for you. We're going to be playing a fun little game today, actually. I played it a small bit. I haven't played too much of it. But it's called The Warlock of Firetop Mountain. And if you've ever played Sorcery by Peter Jackson, it's sort of similar. But it has a little bit more mechanics in there. And it's more focused on a particular area. And it's not as wide, I suppose I would say, as Sorcery. Hello, Tony the Witch Lord. Thank you for the alert. In its breadth of scale, I suppose, is what I would say. Breadth. It's more focused on a single area, but then there's all different aspects of that area. So we'll be playing that. We'll be seeing how we do. But that'll be in another little while. I think. What was I thinking of? I know some of my friends are going to be going to Off-Kai soon. I would like to someday travel to America and go to some big con and see all of my tuba friends. That would be cool. I don't even know. I've never been to a con. I don't know what you do over there. I would wonder though, would it be worth it to pack a whole like Rua outfit, you know? Like, just get this all commissioned, get this done, and just be like, okay, I'm gonna go as Rua now. I mean, I am Rua, so of course I'd go as Rua. Of course I'd go as me, but I'd have to get, like, new clothing. It would have to be, like, perfect. you want to visit Ireland, if you visit Ireland, I will highly suggest ideally renting a car and driving around, kind of getting outside of Dublin. Getting outside. Like, yeah, there's some cool things to do in Dublin, some little sightseeing stuff. But get outside of Dublin, go to like little villages, maybe climb Carron if the weather's good enough. Do be careful with the weather in Carron. When it's wet and stuff and snowy, it can turn on a dime. But it's a good climb. Go along maybe the Wild Atlantic Way. What do they call the east one? The Ancient East, I think they call it. Yeah, I think they call it the Ancient East or something. Like, and there's a bunch of stuff to do along the east coast and then the west coast. You get some lovely sights. So definitely get a car and just drive around. You know, just drive around. I'm gonna be going somewhere in a couple of months. I may be going to Disneyland for a week with family. It's gonna be really fun. I haven't been back to Disneyland in so long. I'm gonna be going on the roller coasters. I can't wait to go on the Small World After All and be brainwashed by Disney to only hear the song for the next like 10 days of "It's a small world after all. It's a small world after all. It's a small world, it's a small world, I can't go that high. But I remember that shit being stuck in my head for the whole day after we went on it. You will visit the small villages. Speaking of travel, you just moved into a new house. Ooh, I hope the move went well, Tony. I hope it was an easy move. I know my friend Wolfie, a wolf VTuber, surprisingly enough, I know. He moved himself, and he had to drive like he told me he had to do like a 16 or 17 hour drive. Chitty chitty bang bang, we love you. He had to do like a 16-hour drive to get to where he was. Like, I cannot imagine doing that. Oh my god, that seems so rough. But I hope your new house is cool and in a good area. I know he's been like trying to settle in, be a little bit. I imagine it's quite difficult to, like, you know, go somewhere so far. Hi Pip, no Pip, damn it Pip, go no ang. Hello Pip, hi Pip, how are you Pip? It's nice to see you Pip. I like that name, Pip. It's nice and cute. Have you guys been doing anything interesting, actually? Have you guys been up to anything? Do you guys have any plans for this summer? We're pretty much in summer by now. So things are like, you know, they're getting a little bit busy. People are starting to go on like holidays and things. Sorry, I lagged. Hi, Pip. Hi, Pip. It's nice to see you. No, you fucking... No. It's been a while since you've done push-ups. I did push-ups like last stream. When did I last do push-ups? I think it was like 2 streams ago. I definitely did them. No, wait a minute. I did them... I think I did them like Thursday or Friday. Because I did them the day after I did... Fuck, Pip. God damn it. You've already poked me. Hang on, this is not fair. Stop. You waste all your points on poking. It'll be even greater when you move again in the next few months. Right now, you're just staying with a family member until you can afford a new house. I see. You didn't. See? Oh, okay. Thank you, Lass, a lot for the head pats. You have points to spare. Spam it, I see. Okay. God damn it, I'll do the goddamn push-ups. I'll do the goddamn fucking push-ups. Hang on, 2 seconds, let me... Oh no, wait, hang on. The interdimensional... Not dimension... underworld cables that are used to connect you guys are a little tangled up. Hang on a second. Okay. Alright. let's do our push-ups. You hope to stay with his family is good and you save up quick. Yeah, yeah. Staying with family is always handy. Of course, you know, even if they're like, we won't take any money, you get them a little. No, 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 Pip, no, no, but bad, Pip. Don't try that. Don't you try that. That's bad, Pip. Trying to catch me when I'm not looking. Okay, push-ups. I'm sorry, I dropped you. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 30. Ugh. Ooh, that was starting to burn a little bit. Thank you for the face hole, Gusto. Okay, hang on. Okay, there we go. You're a good Pip. Bully Roo. No, you're the one trying to poke me. It's fine, you were dropped when you were born, I know. I'm sorry, that was mean. That was mean. Duck fact of the day. Oh fuck, it always happens. It takes like 10-15 seconds for the tiredness, for the breathiness to hit me. The Labrador duck is the only known extinct North American waterfowl species, which is believed to have gone extinct in 1875 off Long Island, New York. I've told you guys before that it took a long time for me to realize that New York was like a state. Or like that, like I understood that there was a New York state, but I didn't know, I didn't fully grasp that how big it was. I thought like New York City was like the majority of New York. Like no, it's a really big state. You're good, Pip. The pips are, or the pips are good. The pokes are good. I don't know about that. When you tried to get me while I was busy. Thank you, Pip, for the hydrate. There's not much water in here. That's enough. That was enough water. But it was sort of at that point where like I had to move the bottle around so that the straw could like find the water. God, I remember when I went climbing Caron too. After we descended, we like ran out of water on the descent, and we were like trying to. It was starting to get like actually like very tiring. Like, you know, it was at the very kind of end of the climb, coming back down. Like, whew, it's starting to feel it now. And we ended up getting to like a little stream, a little waterfall coming down the mountain, and it was like the most freshest water I've ever had. It was so good. It was so good. Like, yeah, there could have been like an animal lying dead in the water, like you know, 20, you know, not a mile up upstream. It was on a mountain, but like a couple of 100 meters up. But, you know, it didn't matter. It was really good water. I was on Twitter and surprise, there was some drama. I don't know. I don't think it was a big drama. It was like some VTuber said something about another VTuber and they were arguing. That's the thing that I always feel like about VTuber drama is it always feels like it could be solved. It could just be solved if the two just messaged each other. But no, it doesn't work like that. They have to release Google Docies. There's always drama. No, there is always drama. There is always drama. Hi there, cutie. Hi, Natalie. Hi, Natalie. It's nice to see you. Thank you for joining. There is real no tea to spill. It's just one VTuber was upset with another, and the other was upset with them. It just, I don't know. It's silly. Sometimes the things are just so childish. It feels like if they just sat in a VC, they could fix it. You love hearing my voice again. Drinking fresh water sounded amazing. Yeah, but that's like the freshest of water, though. Freshest, like, no need to filter that water. They probably do. There's probably like loads of minerals, like broken rock and dust in that water, but damn, was that good water. We're losing precious lifespan over this drama nonsense. I'm gonna make a cup of Irish breakfast. A cup of Irish breakfast? What? What's a cup of Irish breakfast? Did you mean to say, Gusto, you were gonna make a cup of tea and Irish breakfast? You can easily piss people off. It's easy to start drama. You just caused some drama yesterday. Pip, what did you do? What did you do, Pip? Drama on the internet? It's more likely than you think. Tea? Yeah, I like my tea. I'm a big fan of tea. You love to receive that water from me. You just see Rua carrying a big... Okay, you just see me carrying a big, like, gallon jug. And I just fucking dunk it over you. Called someone fat. Oh, Pip. Pip, how dare you. Irish breakfast is a tea. Huh? To me, Irish breakfast is like hash brown sausages, rashers, scrambled egg, butter toast. Dunk it over you? More like pour it in your mouth. Okay. You said this in Daya's chat too. The dude called me a furry. Well, you know what? When it's just like calling each other, if there's ever a long-standing tradition, trading insults over the internet is certainly one of them. You'll let yourself out. No, you're fine. Don't worry, Natalie. What was I saying though? I got distracted. I've been watching. I watched a little bit of Regulus play Deltarune, a little bit of chapter 2 and the start of chapter 3, and I watched Haru like speed running and trying to like perfect chapter 3 as well. I was wondering if I should like try those games out. I think they're actually like pretty good. I was like teasing Haru about like, because he kept failing on the perfects, like he couldn't do it perfectly, and I was like, okay Haru, time to stop pretending, and he was like, I'd like to see you do it, and I was like, and I said, no. I don't think I will. I'll continue to backseat you and pretend like I could do better. It did look like a... Did you just say Regulus? I'm talking about Regulus Ool. If you ever feel down, just remember there's a baseball team that's 12 and... Huh? Huh? Who's 12 and 53, Nora? Who's 12 and 53? You don't get it? They have 12 wins and 53 losses, Pip. That's not good. That's real not good. That's very, very not good. That's they have an 18.4 win percentage. Good lord. The Rockies, I see. Why would you remember that if you feel down though? Because it can always be worse. You can be on a 12-53 team. You can just be constantly losing. Last year they were at the finals, you believe? How the hell does that happen? You need to sleep. Have a good stream, cutie. Thank you for blessing your ears. Bye-bye, Natalie. Bye-bye. Thank you for joining. What's those emotes you have? You've been posting them, and I've been enjoying them. Calum_VT. I like these. I like the simplicity of these emotes. That is a fall from grace. Okay, well. I do think sports like perception is really weird these days. It seems to be in every sport that it's like even if a team wins a chip or a championship or a ring or however they do it or a cup, it's like if they don't do it the next year, it's like suddenly that win, that like success was like invalidated. It's like, oh, they just got lucky or something. It seems to be. Now look, I guess I get that it's like, generally people are going to hate on the other team that won, but it's a weird thing. It's like in UFC where a fighter can be really, really good and then they have one loss and it's like, oh, they were always trash. They were never good at fighting. You like the emotes? They're super cute. They are really cute. They are super, super cute. At this point, they should just retire the team. Honestly, maybe it's just like, okay, cut the losses. Let's just give the other teams free wins. You guys, I don't know, go do stuff. But of course, they're gonna try and recoup any losses they can make. But are people even buying, dude? Oh my god, what must their losing streak be like? Dude, I hope they're good. That is really bad. And there's still like another 60 or so games to go. Isn't there like 108 games or something in a baseball season? There's like a ridiculous. No wait, is that no? It's 72, I think. Or am I thinking? I think I might be thinking of basketball. I can't remember. I think the baseball guys play like all the time. That's the one thing I will say. That's like, it's a weird thing about baseball. Hang on, baseball number of games. Sorry. It's even more. It's 161 games per year in MLB. It's 161 games per year. They were against the Mets, and 4 games the Rockies lost. They didn't even trade one. Oh my god. The Mets, baby. Let's go to Mets. Come on, the Mets. Score a home run. It's all about the Mets. Dude, it's just like a free win against them at this point. The Angels still lost to them, I bet. But that's the one weird thing about... Well, I guess it's not that... No, it's definitely on the more extreme end, though. Because in like the Premier League, for example... How many teams are in the Premier League again? Premier League... number of... I think there's 20 teams, and they each play each other twice, so yeah, there's 38 games. They play 38 games versus, like, baseball's 160, however much, 162. It's a lot. But the thing is of course, is that, like, baseball as an impact sport, like, as a physical sport, doesn't really happen much. Hello, Regu. Hi, Reg. Hi. It's nice to see you. How are you? Thank you for the raid. Hang on, let me shout out at Reg. Wait. No, Discord. Fuck off. I don't want your overlay. Go away. Regulus all. Hi, Mog. How are you? Hi, Slushy. Hi, Nehiori. Welcome in. Thank you for the follow too, by the way. Thank you for the follow, yeah. How did Deltarune go? I really enjoyed Mr. TV Man, and Mr. Antenna, Mr. Tenna. That was it. Hello, Big Chum. Welcome. He was a silly guy. I suppose I should very quickly introduce myself. Hello, everyone. My name is Rua Uaquilta. I'm a half human, half Tuatha, that being the god peoples of Ireland who were on Ireland before the Gale arrived, my other half, and drove them to the underground. It's a pleasure to meet all of you. Hello. I don't think you didn't get to the end of chapter 3, but you got to the last act. You got to run, unfortunately, but hope you have a good stream, Rua. Thank you, Reg. Bye, Regu. Bye. It's a shame because I actually thought you'd like this game we're going to be playing in like 10 minutes, maybe. I don't know. I always take so long to get into games, to get into streams. always take a long time. But we were talking about guys about sports because we're a cool masculine channel, yeah. That was my wrestler voice. That's the voice I'd ever put on if I was like, I'm Macho Man Randy Savage. Where did this voice come from? I don't usually have this voice. No, you don't like that voice, Pip. You don't like Macho Man. You don't like Macho Man. Listen, I'll tell you what, Pip. Me and you are gonna go down to that ring. I'm gonna suplex you and count you out 1, 2, 3, and I'm gonna raise a championship. No, okay, yeah, you know what? That's probably a good thing because it hurts my throat. I shouldn't do that too often. You're gonna pepper spray me? No, that's illegal. Can't do that. But I was talking about like the physicality. There's a very interesting show that AIB put on. Rua, did you take your meds? No. I don't need any meds. I'm perfectly fine. AIB are like a bank in Ireland. And get those meds away from me. Yeah, I slap them away and they go down the drain. AIB are a bank in Ireland, and they did this show called The Toughest Trade, where they took like the elite sports, the elite athletes of Irish sports, so hurling and Gaelic football, and swapped them out with like players from other sports around the world. So one went to do baseball, another was like trying out in American football stuff, in soccer, in ice hockey, which was a really funny one. I think Lee Chin was the guy who did the hockey one. But on one they did an interesting one where it was like the hurler and baseball was interesting because they were definitely impressed with like his catching ability because he could catch stuff open-handed without a glove and that type of stuff. And he kind of got used to hitting the ball. Technically, no one tell him, but technically they gave him 4 strikes. I think they decided like, look, just leave him have a few bats, a few tries, because technically what happened is he missed his first strike. He got he got strike 1, strike 2, foul ball, and then it was strike 1, foul ball, strike 3. He should have been out, but I think they just gave him that extra try for the sake of it. But he did get a hit. Which was pretty cool. But of course he doesn't have. I assume he didn't have to worry about anything like change ups or splitters or anything like that. Those crazy type of stuff that the baseball wizards can do. But like the only way you'd be able to deal with those is if you grew up with baseball and you got used to that type of stuff. But he definitely mentioned that like he felt like there wasn't any intensity with the lads, that they weren't like sprinting to bases. They take their time almost, and they weren't as intense as he would be in a hurling game, which is a very different level of physicality. But I think the amount of games that they play is probably the big reason for that. If you're playing 162 games or whatever it is per year, versus like, okay, you're gonna play 40 games, that's a whole different level of like how careful you have to be. You got your tea? Nice. I hope you enjoy your tea. You have to be very, very careful there, because you can't be pushing yourself all the time. That's for like the big games, like the must-win games where you go crazy. Obviously, I imagine they try, but they definitely have periods where they kind of just coast. They kind of just like chill out. Like I remember hearing about how I think the Denver Nuggets, the basketball team, in the year that they won the championship, Jokic and Murray and them, they like locked up the first seed in their conference for months. And then kind of at the end, they kind of just coasted. Like they didn't care about getting any more wins than they really needed, which is like something that would almost never happen in like the Premier League. I can't imagine. Like, yeah, there's periods where they might take it easy because maybe they're playing a worse team. But sometimes the worst teams can actually put up like a real fight against the absolute best because like they feel like they have so much to prove. It's interesting. Still, one of the best stories though it will always be Leicester City winning the Premier League. Excuse me. I must say that's always been a great one. I'm actually going to very quickly go grab some water. I can feel my that be true. I'm just gonna very quickly go grab some water. Be right. Aha. How did I manage that? How did I manage to write? I guess you know what, that's the lesson today. That can be the or moral today. Be right. Oh wait, I see what's happening. See, there's something there. There's a bee there. I think I just have this on the wrong layer. There we go. Thank you, Gusto, for the headbat. Yay, wawa. Okay, so we will be right back. Ugh. I am back and I have water. Let me have some water. Much better. Heidi, how are you? How's my favorite angel girl doing? It's always nice to see you, D. I was complimenting your emotes earlier and saying I have to subscribe to you so I can use them. And also because you're cool. Just be yourself. No, don't be yourself. Be Ryan Gosling, who's literally me. Be me is what you want to do. That's yeah. Hi. Oh, bro, you came to be right back. I didn't know that would. Hello, Higgy. Thank you so much for the follow. Very kind of you. Hiya. How you doing, Bad Dragon Toy? You still haven't found an owner? Still hadn't found an owner. I'm sorry. You'll get adopted someday. You'll get adopted by someone who loves that kind of stuff. Rua has secretly been Ryan Gosling this whole time. Exactly. Debut coming up. Debut. The debut. I can't wait for the debut. It's gonna be so cool. I got a sneak peek. I got a little sneak peek of the wings, so you know. But I'm looking forward to it, D. I'm looking forward to it. Hi, Higgy. Those are really cute emotes. Thank you. I like the Higgsy love. Ooh, you're a streamer too. Nice. Very cool. They're very cute. I like the heart emote. I like heart emotes. They're always so cute. My favorites would probably be Daya's heart emote. D's heart emote is great. And what's this one called again? Love, I think it is. This one. I love this one too. Thank you. Heart one is your new one. Very nice. I like mine too, of course, because it's me. And I like my things. I'm a narcissist, you see. Daya does have good emotes. Daya has fantastic emotes. I love the stare. I love the Daya stare. I love I don't know how this one's related to Apple or how this one's related to Daya, but you know what? It is. That's Daya right there. And I love the Dia Happy. I use Dia Happy so much. Rua smooches me on the lips. Hello, Skylar. Hiya, how are you? Thank you for the smooch on the lips. No, on the lip? No, on the cheek. On the cheek. On my face cheek. Not there. You should return the kiss on the cheek next time. Sure, you know what? Yeah, sure. We'll do real quick, we'll do like European style greeting. Mwah, mwah, mwah. Because you do it three times on either. No, you do not 3 times on either side. You do it 3 times in some places. Some places you do 2. I misspoke. Higgy, I swear to you, I misspoke. Ugh. That was a very different smooch. That would be a very different kind of smooch. I'll be a scary guy. Scary. Someone just runs up to you. You met them once, and they go hi, and they smooch you. Which places you kiss when you're doing the European style of kissing? Depending on how close you are, you might kiss them on the cheek proper. But usually, you just kind of like you kiss by their cheek. You know, you kind of just go side to side. And gaslight him until he gives you an actual kiss. Nope. That won't happen. This seems to be Pip's like new aim is to get kisses, and it's not gonna happen. I do want to. So glad my family don't do that. I think it's completely a cultural thing. It is complete. Like we don't do it in Ireland either. The cheek touch, yeah, that's what you do. You kind of touch your cheeks together. But like, if you grew up in a place that's totally normal, that's what you do. For reference, check Asterix and Obelix contra Caesar. Or Kaiser. I don't know what that reference is. How did you know? I know these things, Pip. Whoa! Oh my god. Gusto, how do you have so many subscriptions? For the EU cheek kissing? I see. Those are so many heart emotes. D's one is great as well. They're rich, they really are. Do you guys know, by the way, I never do this. I'm only doing this because I realized when buying gift subs for Dia that there is a sale on for gift subs. So, you know. Wow, this feels horrible. How do people do this? How do people like shill video games, and how do they like constantly ask for donos? I would not do well doing like a donathon. I'd be like, especially if I was doing like a charity thing. Still, I'd still be like, like you maybe if you want to give money. I don't know. I don't know. I wouldn't. Dude, if you said that, like doing a charity thing, oh my god. It's very. I've done charity stuff before IRL, and it's very interesting the type of people who give money. Some people will come up to you and chat about what you're doing. You feel bad even with subs. If you give them something, they want people. If you give them something they want, people will donate. What do you mean by that? What does he mean by this? What did he mean by this? You have 3 subs, including your Prime. Ooh. You get a lot of gift subs, good lord. What did Pip mean by this? But it's very interesting that like some people will come up to you and they'll chat away with you and then they'll put a little bit in. But I've had 1 or 2 experiences that always make me kind of like do like a little eyebrow raise. You didn't mean it like that, Rua? No, I'm sure you didn't. I've had people where they would come up and they would put a good bit of money into a donation box. Like you're talking €50 plus. But some of them like almost, I've seen people hide it. Like they don't show how much they're putting in. They just put it in. No, Harold, goddamn, you got me on the nose. Just stop. I'm trying to talk about real things here. I'm trying to be real. Get off me. Drown check. Thank you, Harrow, for the drown check. Let me take a sip. Dono goals. I've had a few dono goals like running in the background. They got a few not safe for work arts from them. Just a silent. Let me just slide this over. um, oh, did I say $100 for this sub goal? I meant, or for this dono goal. Sorry, I meant to put an extra zero there. Sorry, guys. You're gonna have to donate a little bit more to get there. A grift. That's how you know someone's a grifting. What was it? What was I thinking? Oh yeah, some people I've seen, they come over and they just put a lot of money in the box and they just walk away. And it's like who are they? What's their story? Why do they care so much about this thing? Why would they give so much money? And I remember one time I was sitting with someone and they said that I saw someone do it, and I mentioned it to them and they said, "Oh, I've actually talked to them before, and surprise, surprise, the thing that we were going for was had to do with disease, and wouldn't you know it, oh no, sorry, it wasn't disease actually. It was suicide. I know it's a bit of a heavy topic, but it just was what we were doing." And they told me kind of like that they talked to that man before, and they knew kind of that they had lost someone to it. So, not surprising that that's how they do it, but it's interesting that they probably just have a routine of, every week they'll give something like that when they see it. And it's just become like, no, I'm just gonna walk over, put it in, and walk away. They don't really interact with people who are sitting at the thing trying to get people, because they care about the cause. It's really cool. They don't take any of the pins, any nothing. It's just, put the money in the box and walk away. It's an interesting way. It's an interesting way. I remember seeing, actually, they started, like, some charities have started to have card readers, which is wild. They started to have, like, mobile card readers, which are really cool. And actually, I think, like, kind of better, because sometimes you'd see young lads, lads who are, like, 13, 14, like, maybe 15, like, out doing charity work, and you'd kind of be looking at them like, are you really charity? Are you just trying to pull a fast one? Are you just trying to, like, make a bit of extra bob by pretending? It's like when you used to have, when you'd have, like, leftover raffle tickets, you'd have leftover raffle tickets for, like, a school raffle. So you'd still sell the tickets, but there'd be nothing there. You get like an extra, like, 10, 15 quid for yourself. Hey, you gotta get paid for working hard. What was I gonna say? I was gonna say. Oh yeah, sorry. About the kids with the thing. I remember walking past them and they were like, they said something to me about charity. And I was like, sorry lads, I only have my card. And they were like, no, we actually have a card reader. We have a card reader. And I looked at it. I was like, huh, that's really cool. And then I I gave a little bit of money, because at that point you can't do. You kind of have to, don't you? You got caught. If you're someone who, like, actually wanted to give something, but, like, you actually just didn't have your card, you're gonna be happy, and you're gonna be happy to give something. If you're someone who was trying to get out of it, you were trying to be a little sneaky, you'd be like, ah, shit, they got me. Now, it happens a lot in your hometown too, and then you're like, bro, you smell the sus because you help out some charities back then. Yeah, you do have to be a little bit careful. You have to be just, like, watchful of that type of stuff, because you don't know. You just don't know, You just don't know. It could be dangerous. You could be, and, like, I get it that, like, lads will be scheming, they'll be trying ways to get money, very, very much in, like, an Ed and Eddie sort of way. But, like, if you're, like, impersonating charity, which I have seen that, and I've seen stories of that in Ireland, it's not good. Don't do that. No, it's disgusting. I'm like saying don't do that, like you guys are gonna do it. Like, I'm gonna walk out, I'm gonna see Haru like scamming charity out of people. You just say you're broke and sometimes show them an empty wallet when they insist. Oh no. If someone like tries to stop me, or like is kind of pushy about that, no, I'm going to push right back. Excuse me. Apologies. No, I've had some very pushy people. Sometimes they're not even. It's not charities. It's like someone on the street being like, "Have you got any change?" And I say no, and then they're like, come on, buddy, come on, surely you have something." And then they start getting close to me, and I'm like, I I like jump back into. I've done boxing. I jump back basically into that, and they quickly kind of go, "Oh, okay, okay." You still have to be careful with that type of stuff because you don't know who you're dealing with. There's a lot of crazy people. There's characters around the place. You literally carry an empty wallet around for some reason. You forgot why. That's probably why, Harry. This is probably like. You remember one time there were kids saying it's for cancer research, UK charity, and some people gave money. And then you saw them head into a McDonald's. See, that's why you have to be careful. I think that's why like certain places have like certain. They'll have like, you know, the white bucket collection boxes, and I assume those can be a little bit more difficult. You don't have any money? No, Haru's living the hard life. Haru's like busking. Can I say there's a really annoying... do you guys get a lot of buskers in your cities? If you guys live near cities, I regularly go into a city, and like, you know, you see buskers doing like playing spoons or singing or guitar or saxophone, like actually kind of cool, neat stuff. Then you see what's around the corner, the actual charity building. You got a cent in your wallet? Haru, they'd still take the cent. You gotta give them that cent, Haru. You usually use your card, which is in a different wallet. That's not a bad idea. That's actually a good thing that you could be like, look, if you got robbed, you can be like, here, take my wallet. There's nothing in it. I'm sorry, it's empty. And then they're like, oh damn. And then like if they're like, give me your card, it's like, I'm gonna cancel the card. What are you doing? We do here, yeah. Yeah, so one of the things that really, really gets on my nerves is pretend buskers, is what I'll call them. And the one that I see all the time, it's mainly organised begging, let's say. Organised begging or busking by groups of people to basically kind of try to play on people's heartstrings so that they give them money. It's very similar to the thing, but a little bit more nefarious. The one that I always see is the dog sculpture. Have you guys seen this dog sculpture? It's always the same sculpture, no matter where you are in the world. It is amazing. It is actually incredible that so many just seem to have the uncanny ability to make the same dog sculpture. It's always a big dog lying down and a little baby dog in front of it, lying with it. It's always the same sculpture. Gusto, you know what I'm talking about? Yeah, it's incredible. I did not know. There must be like some really incredible sand sculpture classes going on. I believe it's a mold of some kind. You've never seen that? Hang on, can I find it? Can I find it? Hang on. Dog sculpture. Dog sand sculpture. Usually, no, I'm seeing like a... And there's some ones that I've seen that I genuinely believe are real because they actually look it, but there's certain ones that always have a very... Okay, I can't find the one that I always see, but I've seen up and down the country the same one. It's a noticeable sculpture. My assumption is that it's some kind of, either they have a mold that they put that they base the sand around and then they take the mold away, or it's like an already completed sculpture with like sand stuck on it, and then they just kind of like pretend to do stuff, and they do a little bit of it. It just annoys me. I'm sorry. It's something that really, really pisses me off. I just don't like that type of stuff, especially when you see real people who are like genuinely struggling, and it's like, oh, you bastards. Anyway, sorry. This went down an interesting route, I think. Oh, I should get some McDonald's. Now I want McDonald's. Now I want their chicken selects. don't get the burgers here in McDonald's. The burgers are terrible. Get the breast in a bun or the McCrispy. They also have a they have a McSpicy. The McSpicy is really good. Or the chicken selects. The chicken selects. Bro went on a rant and now wants a BIAB. Yeah, I'm hungry, Haru. I'm hungry. After my rant, I want a BIAB. I want a breast in a bun. Buskers you don't like are those who perform by bookstores. You want to read your manga in peace, but someone's jamming right outside. There's a place in a place called Cork, which is a city in Ireland. I've been there a few times. I kind of lived around there for a while. He's not a busker. He's not a busker, but what he is he's a young fella he was a young fella. But there's a newspaper called The Evening Echo. And ages ago, he used to, I think he used to, but I think he had something wrong with him. He's in a wheelchair. He's known as the Echo Man, yes. And he sits on the street, usually outside the post office in Cork City. And he sits there, he just yells, he just goes, Echo! He just constantly does echo, and he has a big loud voice, and because it's all streets, it does echo quite a bit. It doesn't have an echo, but like you can hear him. You can hear him for a good while away. What he has is he has the Evening Echo. He sells the Evening Echo, which is again is a newspaper. But he's been doing it for years at this point. Now there's been some interesting things. There's been stories of people bullying him, of him being a prick. It's very interesting. He's a character of the city. Let's say he's all cities, all towns probably have, well, on a smaller scale of things anyway. Is he still going? You haven't seen him recently. I don't know. I would not know. Marketing genius. It's pretty good. But he's been doing it since he was a lad. I remember someone telling me that he was doing it since he was a young boy, and they've just kept him on. He's like a part of the city in a weird way. Actual NPCs. No, D, you can't call him an NPC like that. You know what he probably is. You go up to him, you have the choice of buying an echo or like, I don't know, giving him water, and that's like your two options. Or he tells you to fuck off. But I do wonder what happens when he, I assume he'll be doing it for the rest of his life until he can't anymore. I think it would be really cool if they just kept it going though. Too good. Oh, it's really funny. You can call out fellow NPCs. Oh yeah, you were also an NPC. I forgot. I think it would be good for them to keep doing it. Have it be like just a part-time job. Every weekend you can have, if you're like a certain age, you can just be like, you're the Echo Boy for the week, and then they just sell the Echo. Like I actually think it's a cool thing. I think it's a fun little thing that like it's just a cool little thing. I don't know. I like it. It's like a very unique thing. It feels very unique for a city to have an old school Echo Boy. Now he's like a man at this point. He's like he's an old man, but he's definitely like up there in age. But yeah. It's a neat feature of that city. It's just funny to have. It's like D. When you go down in your Red Dead Redemption game, and you buy the Echo, you buy the newspaper from the young boy. Like, we literally have that, but he's not a young boy. He's like a man. You become the next Echo Boy, maybe. I just started streaming from the street. That's gonna be my busking. I'm gonna stream in the middle of the street, and then someone's going to rob my PC. Listen, there's copper in there. They'll get it. Um, but yeah, I think it's a cool little thing. You know what I want to pick up? I want to pick up a new SSD because I'm running out of space. I have too many games installed. I have too many games installed on my current SSD, and I know I have a hard drive. But I think that this live gave me a warning for violence. This live? Oh wait, what did I say again? What did I say for my go live notification? I forgot about that. A warlock? A mountain? Guess it's time to warlock in. And then I apologized. I'm sorry, guys. That was uninstall the old games? No, but what if I want to play them, D? Okay, let me look through my Steam library. I have the two oldest games I have installed are Poker Night at the Inventory and Poker Night 2, which are both I'm pretty sure those games you can name your own go live notification. Higgsy. Twitch warns you of violence? What? Do I have that enabled? Oh! Oopsies. Oopsie. To any new viewers that were coming in hoping for violence and graphic content, I do apologize. That was not my intention. I do apologize. Are you violent? Yeah, I'm very, very, very violent. I'm a very violent man. But yeah, Higgsy, if you go to Stream Manager, and you hit Edit Stream Info, where you change your stream title, you have your go live notification, and you can change it there. It's right underneath the title. Oh, I'm not doing karaoke. Crabray. Crabray, I'm not doing karaoke. I'm going to refund you because I'm a nice person. PowerPoints. Where's my review requests? Over here. Karaoke. Where is it? Karaoke. This Dia. Oh my god, that's wild. I'm gonna refund the points. There we go. I just looked through the karaoke thing, and the time to do karaoke, you guess? No. Oh my god, you're right. You feel so dumb, Higgsy. It's okay, Higgsy. Don't worry. It's okay. Oh, that's painful. we all do dumb things. I took when I was doing VTube. When I was doing VTubing, yes, the times when I used to be a VTuber. But I remember I used an item, so I used I put an item on top of my character, on top of me, on top of Rua, on top of me in the third person. I didn't know how to get it off, and I spent about an hour looking up things and being really, really stupid and I still do it. Sometimes I forget how to get rid of items. I forget that there's a little bin, and I forget that you have to click a certain way. You feel like a parent whose kids is teaching them the new tech. Oh my god, I'm officially young. I'm officially young. Do you guys hear that? I'm not an old man. No, there is no karaoke today. We're playing a game. We're gonna play the Mountain Warlock game. I said we play that like 20 minutes ago. In 10 minutes, that didn't happen. We got distracted talking. That's normal. Yes, stop. Okay, you know what? No, I'm not gonna refund those points. Crabray, you just wasted those points. I gave you back those points. I said we're not doing karaoke. It's too late. I can't do karaoke. People are asleep. People are asleep, and they would wake up and they would not be happy. So worth it. I could never throw away 1,000 points like that. Actually, I'm going to do that soon. Do you guys know Regulus? My DM, he raided in earlier. You guys should know Regulus. He's a very cool guy. He has a redeem. You're not old enough for you to be classed as old when you say that, as not old. No, they always call me an old man. They always call me an old man. I'm only like 1800 years old. It's not old. Are you old? Maybe you might be. You might be, Crabray. But he has a redeem called it's like, I will call you Oni-chan or Ni-chan for the whole stream for 10,000 points. I'm gonna request that at the start of a stream. I'm gonna. You're 332, brother. You're ancient. I'm not ancient. I'm a young 1800. I'm a young 1800. Something 1800 and something. I don't remember the exact year. You need that. You only have 2k points. Well, that's what you get, Haru, for like always redeeming the summon monster and thing. It's actually good. I was gonna be busy this weekend, so it's good that that we're having a break. Oh god, dude, we're gonna so die. Thank you, Crowray, for the head pat. Thank you, thank you. A spry old man. How dare you? You're waiting and stretching. You're watering and stretching. Come, don't. No, I've already been poked enough. Get out of here. And damn goblin. Hi, Gwynny. How's the goblin? Hi, Gwynny. Don't you happy me. Don't you happy. You know what? I'm gonna happy you right back. Get happy. For an old man, you're glowing. What's your routine? I wash my face with water. That's my routine. And like any man, perfect skin. I'm sorry, ladies. I think it might be all the makeup. I don't know why you guys need to go through like a 20-year routine to wind up with like 50 spots, but you know, it seems rough enough out there. Do why you give me that face? He washes in with 5 and 1. And looks like that. It's not fair. Wait, hang on. Let me check real quick. Let me check. I have decent skin. Sometimes I get spots like on the inside of your nose, but that's not like the inside. You do get those sometimes, and they suck. Those are the most painful ones. But like, you know, on the corner of your nose, if that makes sense, your nose seam. Where your nostril is. You guys know what I mean. Doesn't even use a cleanser. I have a face scrub. That sometimes I use. Sometimes I forget to use. I often forget to use it. But sometimes I use it. Sometimes. I have moisturizer that I use from time to time. It's pretty good. It's mainly a hand one. I like it for the hands. It makes my nails nice. He uses feet scrubs and still looks good. What's a feet scrub? Huh? Is that like a... Why would you need a specific thing for your feet? You only use water and your skin is lovely? Yeah, why can't ladies just use water? What's wrong with you? I'm saying that like you guys don't put all that makeup on and look really pretty. And look really pretty for, you know... And then you have to do actual like work to clean all that off. Listen, if I had to wear makeup, let's just say that makeup wouldn't be coming. I would like forget to take it off. The makeup is bad for you, that's probably why. Oof, damn, you just suffer. Sometimes you gotta suffer. So it'd be you, yeah. Ladies, you gotta suffer to look pretty. You're gonna extract my man jeans, bro? You need that clear skin. Harry, you can't say you're going to extract my man jeans on stream. That's a fucked up thing to say. That's like a sexual harassment. You can't be doing that. I don't know if you guys ever watch. If for those of you who are streamers, I don't know if you guys ever watch your own streams. But sometimes I do. Sometimes I listen to my own ASMR streams. I usually do it to... extract man jeans. Trigger request. What does that mean? What do I do with that request? Well, I do. You do, and you question why you are that way. Why you are the way you are. I'm not gonna finish what I was gonna say. Um, shit, I had a question in mind. I like a comment in mind about something, about what we were talking about. And now it's gone. It's over. It's so over. Don't leave us on a cliffhanger. I forget. I forgot. I'm sorry. It's gone. It's gone from my brain. Listen, if I don't say something, if I think of something and don't say it in like 5 seconds, it disappears. It goes away. It's over. Never to be found again. Let me have a sip of water though. He forgot. I'm sorry. Old man memory. Don't call me an old man. I've been told I have quite long eyelashes too. No. Yes, eyelashes. I always get, like, whenever I think about them, I always get mixed up between eyelashes and eyebrows. It's like, I have really long eyebrows. I like furrow my brow and like wind picks up. Literally your uncle, he forgets everything. I will say, I think I get it from my father. He is a very forgetful. A lot of guys do. Hand me your lashes. No, they're my lashes. They're my lashes to bat at someone pretty to get their attention. I'm gonna pluck your eyelashes and make falsies with them. No! Oh my god, that sounds so painful. Oh, that sounds really sore. Oh, what the fuck? No, now I have that. I'm like picturing someone getting a pliers and like grabbing him, and like the skin of the eyeball coming up and like blop black down. Ugh. You would like a pair? No, not you. Why am I allowing you guys to sell my eyelashes now? You're selling them around to people? Like 4 of you want my eyelashes? Go back to the Mind Palace? I want to go back to the Mind Palace and not think of getting my eyelashes plucked. I don't like that. I remember what I was gonna say about the extract man jeans. I was gonna say there's some moisturizer on my shelf over there. Buy one get one free. No. The only reason I remember there was a girl and she was like, "You have really long eyelashes. Can I put eyeliner on them?" I think it's not eyeliner, mascara. I think I told this story before. Nothing happened. I think I may have fumbled that one. Maybe. I don't remember. But I think one of my friends was like, "No, don't, because someone might see you from where we are and then like spread word that like you're wearing mascara." And I was like, "Okay, yeah, that's probably a fair point. I'm sure I'd look dashing. The fumbler Yappington. That's probably how I always fumble. I just yap too much. No, I'm quite good at like, you know, asking questions. Make you look slay. I don't know if I would look slay. I don't know if I could pull off the slay look. I don't know if that would fit me. You would have looked great. Well, thank you, Gusto. That's very kind of you. Pip sliding out of you? What does that mean? Pip does not think I would look good with mascaraed eyelashes, I think. Scratch that, Yori's like, oh. You love putting on mascara, but it feels awful? Does it? What does it feel? Actually, yeah, ladies. And men, maybe. I don't know. What does makeup feel like? Like I've had like face paint put on. I can't imagine you guys are going around like feeling like your face is painted all the time. That would not be nice. It depends. Never wore any. Pip is no makeup. You would have looked so good. Someone's gonna mistake you for a model. Yeah, I'd be on the new. I did like a hair thing and it kind of worked with my hair. I'd be on like the new K-pop group. I'd be the one foreign guy they have on the K-pop group to no, I was gonna say to try to, you know, market to the outside market, but I think they just want pretty Korean boys. With products and how you prep your skin and shift. I see, I see. Does does mascara feel like I assume it would just feel like your eyelashes are kinda like gluey? If that makes not gluey, not glued, but like they're like kinda stuck together. Sometimes it's like goes on thick, so when you look at in the mirror, there's small chunks you can see, and when you're washing it off, you don't want to pull on your eyelashes to get it off. Ew, 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 ew. That sounds horrible. That sounds icky. Only mascara is heavy for you. Sometimes the top and bottom lashes stick. Ew. I see. I see. Oh, like they stick. Oh yeah. Oh, that would be really annoying, actually. Yeah, because sometimes you like wake up or like your eyelashes just kind of get caught on each other, and like you're kind of like, oh, forget. Like your eye kind of like blinks a couple times and it fixes itself. Waterproof mascara is pretty chunky and harder to get and harder to put on. I see. I see. So like, you know, if you didn't want to end up like if you think you were gonna cry that day for whatever reason, you put on waterproof, I assume. Or if you're caught in like the rain, I would assume. I assume that's probably the more. I'm planning on cry today. I suppose I'll wear the waterproof mascara. Running mascara is kind of a hot look. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie, girls. It's a very pretty look. It makes me feel like, oh, I'm sorry, and hug. It'll be okay. That type of thing. On oh god, BTS is coming back soon. You're gonna cry. We were talking about that earlier. Actually, we were talking about it earlier. Apparently, Haru. I think was it Gusto saying? I think it was someone was saying that they're planning on. Oh no, I think it was Nora. That like all the other fandoms are gonna try and band together so that they don't get anywhere in the Billboard Top 100. That they're like the industry's scared. The industry's terrified of BTS coming back. You're never gonna try stream again. Oh no, Big Chumby. What happened? What happened, Big Chum? It was Nora. God, and you gotta give them a few seconds or a minute to dry, and if you blink or look up, that's going on your skin and you gotta wash it off. But when you put on mascara, that means you're at the end of makeup, at least for the eyes. Yeah, I would assume that that's like the last thing you put on. I imagine it must be so annoying though that if you do like all the eye makeup and then you like fuck it up at the very end, it's like, oh, I have to do it all again. I assume foundation goes on first. I assume that's how it works. If it doesn't, why is it called foundation? For skin, you usually like a tinted cream, so you don't feel them at all. It's C. Hello, Lila. Why are you orange? No, you're purple. Oh yeah, you are orange. What the fuck? Why were you orange for a second, and now you're purple? I don't know. I don't know what's with Twitch. It just assigns colors at random. You agree? I'm glad you agree with me, Higgsy. I also think that, listen, it's just a good look. As a cosplayer, it's pain. Ooh, cosplayers are so cool. Cosplayers are so cool. It's back to normal. Good. Well, you were bored and tried to stream, and it was nice, and then you decided to end it, and you didn't know how, and felt like an old woman trying to work on an iPhone. Oh no! But you just clicked the OBS stop streaming button. That's all you do. I also try and always mute, like when I raid, I always try and remember to mute my microphone so that even if I forget to stop stream, like nothing's gonna be heard. I do have times when I forget to actually end the stream. You see people put serum and skincare stuff on first before foundation. Oh, like as a protective layer. I see. I understand. I get it. You guys should you're on a mobile and it keeps saying you were live. Oh no. Well, I'm glad you figured it out eventually. Or maybe you haven't actually ended the stream and people are listening to you right now. Isn't that a scary thought? Yeah. I'll leave you with that one. um, you guys should like teach me how to do makeup so that I can do like a I can do like an ASMR Rua does your makeup stream. listen. If I do that, I'm gonna be making jokes like, oh shit, I'm sorry I poked you in the eye there. Oh, you have a little bit of mascara on your pupil. Don't worry about it. It looks good. Wait, we should, just for the sake of like, symmetry, I'm gonna put one in the other eye. Just jab you in the eye. And then for the rest of the stream, like your vision's all blurry. It was the most awkward experience of your life. I'm sorry, Big Chum. That sounds like a rough first stream experience. Today you met someone that is like having a clicker, and he kind of likes you, and he wanted to try something. You met someone that is like having a clicker. What do you mean by having a clicker? Do you mean like he listens to your beck and call? Like you have like a clicker that like, he'll just stand up and be like, "What do you want?" Like a dog. For you put on this like green concealer to cover your spots before you do foundation. Covers them a bit better. I see. Yachama does that. It's so good. You go hongshu. Listen, Haru. Listen, Haru. I may not be a lady, but his makeup ASMR videos are the best. They're so good. They're so good. You can't do makeup for shit, and you got makeup for Christmas. Well, no time to learn like the present, even if you look like a clown. Please, bro is such a bitch. Why are you so mean to me? I'm like trying my best. I try my best with putting on your makeups. Listen, you may end up looking like the Joker, but I try my best. Yeah, like the dog clicker stuff. The dog gets good stuff, and it gives you dopamine when you hear this guy click. You're done. You're a bitch. The snail agrees. What? Haru, you're a mean person to bring that up. To bring up that tragedy of the snail slaughter. But he is, I will admit, he is a very attractive man. I have no idea what his face looks like, but I've seen him in a tight shirt. I've seen his hands. I am so, can I just say, I am so jealous of his hands. Like, as a guy. His hands are, like, perfect. They are genuinely... These models' hands are based off of his hands, by the way. He stepped on... Okay, listen. Higgsy. One time. No, like, the shape. Do you see, Haru? Like, the long fingers and the long nails. So, Higgsy, listen. One time I was walking somewhere. And I left the house and it was kind of dark. And you know that horrible feeling when you step on a snail? It's horrible. You feel bad. I stepped on a snail. And I was like, oh no. And I took my next step. I turned to like look at the snail. And I kind of walked backwards a bit. And I felt another crunch. And I was like, no. And I like quickly stepped backwards again. And I felt a third crunch. I was like, no. And I just kind of stepped back and I was like in shock for a moment. I was in shock for a couple of seconds. Like, oh no, I feel horrible. I felt so sad and so bad. And then after I finally collected myself, I started walking through some grass. Still kind of traumatized. And I felt another crunch. And after that, I kind of just disassociated for a while. I kind of just disassociated from myself for a while. Who's attractive? I'll show you who is an attractive... No, not Hachama. Although, yeah, that's also true. That's also kind of true. Um, I have no idea what his face is. He is faceless, but that's a good image there. We'll just admire this man's hands real quick. Hot Chama. We'll just admire his hands. Like, look how perfect. You know what it is? You know what it is? It's the shape of his nails. They're wide but long too. They have like long length. Like my nails can get kind of long, but they don't have that. They don't have the perfect length. Your neck is free. They're pretty good hands. Mine are quite veiny actually. I'm like kind of pale, so you can see like the blue blood, royalty of course. Haru, he can make you up if you know. Oh, he does do makeup. He does makeup all the time. It's very nice. But if you guys want to check him out, it's Yachama JASM ASMR on YouTube. I would genuinely highly check him out. We must keep Emingle safe. Who's Emingle? Is he a snail? Yeah, I'd probably keep him safe from me. You like doing sound effects makeup? Your favorite cosplay involves that? Is that like, would that be like crazy monster makeup and stuff? Like, oh, you know what? One time I did get my face painted for like a Terminator thing, and like it looked like half my face was ripped off. It was really cool. It was really cool. But yeah, this guy does really good ASMR. I would highly recommend you check him out. He talks sometimes too, and he has a decently deep voice. But do it on. He talks the odd time. But yeah, very nice. Very, very nice. Maybe someday I'll do a hand cam stream, and you guys can critique my hands in comparison to his and be like, I hate them, and I guess you chop them off. Is that what you do when you hate your VTuber's hands? Not always, but yes, you do more scars and burn stuff for FX. That's really cool. That's really cool, Higgsy. That's like, that must be, I don't know how you even get into that sort of stuff, but you kind of just do things and you just figure it out. I'm gonna allow that. You would add a few gameplay noises if he needs them. I don't think he needs them. Just slice them off. Saute them even. Well, you know what? I'm glad you guys could at least get a good protein, some good protein from my hands. Be warned, they will be crunchy. There's bones in them. I don't have boneless fingers. Oh god. Oh god, I just pictured that. Ew. Ew. Ew, that would be disgusting. Like imagine someone weighs and their fingers are just like flopping everywhere. Ew. What if their fingers got like all tied up? Like there was a you grab someone, you tie their fingers in knots. Your hands are probably crusty too. My hands are not crusty. The only parts of my hands that are rough are like the, what do you call it, the base of the fingers on the front side, because that's where the calluses are from lifting. Braid their floppy fingers. Yeah. There's a few cuts here and there. There's a few scares, but the one thing I do, you know what? I need to do it. I need to shave like the, you know, like your knuckle, and then your like you have your on one finger you have the knuckle, and you have like the middle knuckle. I need to shave there because I just get hair there, and I prefer it being smooth. It's getting a little bit hairy again. I don't like that. But I you know, maybe someday I'll do hand cam stream and you guys can see. But no, I use moisturizer from time to time. Time to wax them. Honestly, if it would get rid of the hair there, I might. That could be a funny hand cam stream. Rua waxes his fingers. Here's the thing, though. I don't understand how Well, I suppose it's probably easy. You probably just get like the wax strips and use them that way. But like, Rua, what are you doing? Well, I have to use wax. That's candle wax, Rua. I just burn a candle down to like just pure wax and just pour it over my hands. Isn't this how it works? Oh, you'd love to get skinnier and shit. Wow, that's cool. You're working blue collar and it's cold. It's cold outside. Baby, it's cold outside. Don't get too explicit. But yeah, like on the fingers, I like it. I like after a shave. After a shave, I rub my face. I'm like, oh, nice and smooth. Just use as a candle, like one of the. Now. No, I won't. I won't. I'm not gonna say anything there. No, I didn't mean that wink. That was not an intended wink. My model winked on its own. What the fuck was that? Why did my model just wink on its own? How dare you? He's coming alive. Rue is real. Rue is real. It knew. He winked. I didn't wink. It winked on its own. He's gonna climb out of. He's gonna climb out of your screen, and there's gonna be a Rua. Yeah, but you don't know if as the drippy or dripper. You don't know about that one. I would like to get into the game though. I feel like my stream has gotten a little bit. Now it's a very much a game of. Very much a game which is there's reading involved. It's a story based game, so we can stop and have our silly chats along the way. Don't worry. Excuse me. I do need to close some things. So I need to play the thingy. I need to move this over here. Oh no, I need to move this over here. There we go. Ooh, that was a good sound. And I just want to double check that there's no like doesn't show anything that I don't want it to show. I also need to lower the music. Dun 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 dun. Let me lower myself a little bit. There we go. And I need to. Oh, all the sources are shrunken. Dun 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 dun. Hang on, sorry, I'm changing things around so I'm not looking at stuff. Okay, I should probably lower that sound a little bit. Probably like there is probably perfect. Maybe a little bit too low? Maybe a slight bit higher. Yeah, there we go. Then I need to find the game. Game capture. Property. Warlock. And hey, look at that. I'm gonna check out the ASMR. Enjoy, Lila. Enjoy some ASMR. You need to drown before you start. You don't want to crunchy all night. I am not crunchy. I am not. Don't call me crunchy. How dare you? Okay, it's a little bit loud on my end. I'm gonna actually mute it a little bit. Wait, the birds are going. Shush. There we go. Oh, no, I did not want to resume the game. Well, I guess I'm giving up that one. So, we're going to do story mode. So this is kind of how it works. You'd also click on the things to make the color go, which I kind of like. I kind of like black and white images. I think they're really cool looking. She's pretty, ain't she? Who are you, Oriana? I'm repeating myself, player, but no matter. I am Oriana, the Keeper of Souls, your guide and your game master of sorts. Many adventurers have entered Firetop Mountain over the last 30 years or so. Voracious readers have wandered the many passages, battling the monsters within and navigating the many traps, only to then take on the might of Zagor the Warlock. With skill, stamina, and luck, they have chosen their many paths and rolled their fates. Many of these brave young adventurers have perished in the darkness. Their souls even now lie unclaimed. You appear to be the next brave soul to take on the mountain and all it contains. To do this, you will need to choose an Alasian hero to take into the mountain. Don't get too comfortable with your choice, however, as the ways are treacherous and it is doubtful that you will survive. Only by bringing me the souls of the fallen may you be blessed with your new heroes over time. So, each character has unique abilities and skills. You have civilians over here, they're villagers, they don't matter. So they all have unique abilities. I have a few people unlocked over here, but we're going to stick to kind of the Alagian heroes. I think I was playing this woman before, but I think I'll try someone else. But they have like special things that allow them to have unique interactions. Then they have stamina, which is like kind of like your damage, how much damage you can take, your skill and your luck, and you'll see how those kind of play into things. Then they have different attacks. We'll see how the combat works in a little bit. I might try this guy. I might try him. What's the difference between them? Oh, they're kind of the same. So, we're going to play Deccan Storm. A soldier for hire, Deccan Storm earns his living escorting merchant wagons to and from Sarthat, the city of his birth. An arrogant but skilled warrior, Deccan always looks out for himself first. So he has great speed, agility, and precision, and notices things that would normally be unseen or ignored. Let's take him in. So, and free read. I don't know what it means by a free read, but I played a little bit of the game before, so we're just gonna go straight in. So it's kind of like a game board. At last, your 2-day hike is over. When goblin bandits ambushed your convoy on the road to Zengis, you were outnumbered and had to fight your way to safety to Anvil. One of the goblins, a so-called jailer called Rotgut, stole from you a valuable locket that was given to you in Cain Lashmar many years ago by a priest of Arantis. You were planning to sell it for a princely sum and retire from the dangers of life of an unarmed caravan escort. Rumors in Anvil have led you to believe that the goblins that attacked your convoy were under the command of none other than Zagor, the mysterious warlock who rules Firetop Mountain. You were destined to find the jailer, determined to find the jailer, reclaim your prize, and buy a horse to travel back to Sarthat. If there is a sizable fortune left after this, so much the better. You have also heard tales from the locals that the warlock is a man to be feared as much as he is wealthy. You are not easily intimidated, but if a djinn were to appear and grant you 100 gold pieces and a Pfefferian stallion in return for your soul, you might just take the deal. You cautiously approach a cave entrance, which you know is used frequently by goblins. You check that your crossbow is secure on your back, and the grip of your hilt, and you grip the hilt of your sword. You are ready to face any foe. The adventure starts now. Alright. Ooh, they've skulls out the front. Hello, Mike Till. Welcome in. And hello, Angel Darkness. It's nice to see you as well. How am I? I'm good. We had a big, long conversation. And now we're only just getting into the game. I want to check his attacks, though. So he can front attack, right slash, and bolt. Ooh, that deals 3 damage. And wait, does that move? Does that move him? Oh, it does move him. Oh, that's interesting. So he can fire his crossbolt and dive. Neat. A very long yap session. It was quite a long yap session. Hunt for the goblin jailer who stole my valuable locket. That's fine. Let's peer into the gloom. Oh, thank you, D. Thank you. Thank you for my actual stream, friend. the Warlock of Fire. Oh, dude, you guys won't believe how many followers and viewers it has. It has 0 viewers currently and 295 followers. I pick the best of things for exposure. Excuse me. There we go. Perfect. Now no one will be able to find me. Now there'll be no viewers. Excellent. Exactly how I like it. Thank you for the hydrate, by the way, Angel. I needed it. You see the dark, slimy walls with pools of water on the stone floor in front of you. The air is dark and dank. Hearing faint scurrying to the east, you light your lantern. What does he sound like? What do you guys think? What do you guys think Decian Storm sounds like? Do you think he's sort of like this, I think. He's a brave warrior, a little bit arrogant. This place stinks of goblins and orcs. I'm looking forward to getting my hand on my locket so I can get out of here. Let's step warily into the blackness. Approach the fork ahead. So, do we go left or do we go right? There's a goblin over here. We could turn east. We could turn east. Or we could turn west. What do you guys think? East or west? Do you guys want to go see the gobble? Or do you guys want to go west? Or east? West. West is gobble. East is... Now I will say, I've played a little bit of it. Jump the goblin. Let's get his ass. Along the way, a passageway, you come to what is clearly a sentry post. Oh. He eepin'. He's an eepy little guy. He's an eepy little goblin. Look at him. Artists, wouldn't it be amazing if you could just draw something and then you click on the art and it just does that? Oh, look at his toenails. Ew, why does he have a big one? Why is one of his toenails so big? He needs a manicure. No, a pedicure. Pedicure is the feet. He has the long nails though. He would do really well at ASMR, I think. He'd do really well at ASMR. He's a big old axe. Big sword, I think. That's like a saber. It's an interesting shape. Oh, it's like a curved blade. You approach with caution and see an orc in leather hammer. Toenail ASMR. I was talking about his fingernails, but maybe he could do single big toenail tapping. You approach with caution. Well, I mean, there's a lot of people who like feet. There's a lot of people out there who like feet. I'm sure there's 100% ASMR with feet. I'm just saying. And can see an orc in leather armor asleep at his post. This lazy orc needs a surprise wake-up call. You? No, I'm not doing toenail tapping. Oh, this is cool. So I've only played one character. And in those, I had the choice to sneak past him or try to sneak past him or attack him. This guy's like, he needs a surprise wake-up call. Saunter up to the sleeping orc. Oi! You shout, kicking the orc awake. He grumpily gets up with a start, draws his weapon, and snarls at you, ready to fight. So, this is the way combat works. You have a bunch of different attacks, and certain characters have unique attacks, and each move, you kind of both decide what you're going to do, and you can decide to attack, or move, or, do whatever. So I could do a dodge bolt over here and attack 2 spaces. So I can't show you guys, but this is really cool. So as you fight through, you start to realize that there are certain patterns that enemies do. They don't necessarily always do it. Like there's some enemies that will just act, but they'll have a certain way of attacking. So you have to find a way to minimize your chance of getting hit. This is pretty good here because he only has one way he can do it. So we're just going to attack him. So he did that. So see the way he attacked twice there? He may move now. And you get a little bit of knowledge about what they do. So he may hit me here. And if he does, we'll see kind of how that plays out. But I'm actually going to do a right slash. No, he messed up. What happens if both of us hit each other? See this skill here? You go into a contested roll You roll 2d6, so a 6-sided die, you roll 2 of them, and then you get to add your skill. So if you're way more skilled than the opponent, you more than likely are going to hit them instead, rather than them hitting you. But yeah, that's kind of how the gameplay works. And it gets hard. It gets, like, actually quite difficult. The passageway begins to widen until you enter a cave. However, blocking the cave's exit are 2 of the ugliest creatures you have ever seen. They have the proportion of dogs, but their hides are rough and scaly. Each beast is chained to the cave wall, secured to their thick brass collars. The 2 orc hounds begin to snarl and strain as they at their chains. They cannot reach you, but their chains are long enough that your approach will not be able to escape their slavering jaws. These poor wretches have not been looked after very well, it seems. Maybe I should put them out of their misery. Distract with some food or draw your weapons to do what has to be done. I think they should be put out of their misery. I think it's a really well done introduction. So you have an enemy that like teaches you one-on-one combat. There's also a tutorial that explains these things, but here you have enemies that are restricted. They can only move so much, so I can move here. I don't think he can do anything. I can just shoot him. What? Oh my god, it's Geltarin. Oh my god, hi Geltarin. Hi Geltarin. It's nice to see you. Hi. Wait, hang on. Let me shout you out. No, not shout out. No, not shoot out. Shout out at. Fuck off, Discord. I don't want your overlay on OBS. Spell crafter Geltarin. There we go. Welcome in, welcome in. It's nice to see you. Hello, Weatherman. Hello, hello. It's nice to see you as well. But welcome, Raiders. My name is Rua Uaquilta, and I am playing Warlock, the Warlock of Firetop Mountain. You need a dash, but hope you have a good stream. Thank you, Regu. Or not Regu. Thank you, Geltarin. Thank you. Now, how do I approach this? You know, I'm just going to play it very safe. So he's going to do that. I'm going to move here. He might do that. No, my dodge bolt is going to take time. And I can just do this. And he's going to move there and die. Perfect. But you want to play it safe in this game, because like things can go really badly really quick. Hope you had a good stream, Geltarin. Thank you for the raid again. Leaving the cave as quickly as you can, you follow the new passageway as it turns north. Rest ye here, weary traveller. So this is the save system. Set against the wall is a wooden bench where you may rest. I strongly advise sitting on this bench. If you do not, Decky and Storm will not be able to resurrect at this location if they perish. So every game you get 3 resurrection stones. So you have like 4 chances to do stuff. So we'll just sit on the bench and rest. I get 5+ stamina, but I already have max. To your west, on the west face of the passage, there is a rough-cut wooden door. You listen to the door and can hear a rasping sound, which may be the sound of some creature snoring. Let's open the door. The door opens to reveal a small, smelly room. In the center of the room is a rickety wooden table which stands a lit candle. Underneath the table is a small wooden box. That's such a cool save system. Yeah, I mean, some of them can be kind of far away, and some of them are at a really hard parts, so it's kind of rough. Asleep on the straw mattress, groaning in the far corner of the room, is a green-skinned orc. He is a stocky creature with an ugly, warty face. He must be the guard for the night watch. They're all so eepy. Obviously, these gods do not have the same worth ethic as the goblins that attacked my caravan. Let's try and steal. Let's try and steal it. So, this is another system. So, remember how I said that if 2 people attack each other, they'll roll a skill check? This is a luck check. Basically, sometimes you do different checks on the storyboard that, again... Now, here's where it's kind of interesting. Because my luck is 9 out of 9, I have a 9 down here. I roll 2d6 and I have to roll below a 9. I think it's 9 or below to succeed. So I have a decent chance of success. Let's see what happens. Okay, I saw that was... Oh, that's not good. And I think because I failed, I lose a luck point. You need a score of 9 or under and roll a score of 10. You clumsily jostle a table, waking the orc. What? What's up? You know what? Actually, I probably should move. But at the same time, this might be a good way to show you guys the... Oh, wait. Oh, he just got jebaited. Nah, he got his ass beat. You're dead? No, he was the one who was cooked. He should have just fell asleep. With the box in hand, you leave the room. Inside you find 4 gold pieces and a small mouse, which must have been the creature's pet. Oh. You release the mouse away, which scurries off down the passageway. Aw, cute. Let's follow on. Guess he can sleep forever now. Yep, exactly. You arrive at another door. You listen at it, but hear nothing. Let's open the door. The door opens to reveal a small room with a stone floor and dirty walls. There is stale smell in the air. In the center of the room, in a makeshift wooden table on which is standing a lit candle. Under the table is a small box, and using your keen eye, which again is like a special feature of this guy. So it says it's somewhere down here, attributes, keen eye. So he can see things. He gets like special options when things happen. You can see it moves every so often. In the far corner of the room is a straw mattress. Let's thrust my weapon in. There's an angry hiss which is quickly silenced. Looking more closely, you discover that you have skewered some angry snakes that were trapped inside. These appeared to have been nothing else inside the box, and it must have been a practical joke made by one of the orcs. So I had to head deeper into the orc barracks. Ooh. Do we go eastward or northward? There's some good... I will say, I've played 1 or 2 rounds. I know there's some good stuff in here. I've never gone eastward, though. Do you guys want to venture into new territory? But I know that... Oh, this could go bad. But you know what? Well, we just see what happens. Let's go do something new. Let's go do something new. Whoa, what is this? Uh-oh. Uh-oh, this could be bad. The music's changed. You follow the passage as it slopes downward until you find yourself at the corner of a large chamber. The architecture suggests that it was originally made by a dwarven hands, but it has clearly been repurposed by orcs. It appears to have been turned into some kind of training hall. I may be cooked here. Dotted around the chamber are a number of wooden posts that bear the marks of axes and other weapons. A cacophonous din echoes around the hall as green-skinned creatures in leather armour strike the posts with their swords or each other with wooden cudgels. You guess this is what passes for a training session among the brutish orcs. Look at all these orcs. Even I am not so foolish as to rush in. At the eastern end of the chamber there are 2 doors. Halfway along the north wall is another doorway secured by an iron gate. Creep to the iron gateway to the north, sneak to the doors at the east end of the chamber, or burst into the room and take on all orcs with overwhelming odds. So he said even he's not so foolish as to rush in. Unfortunately for him, I am. Oh. Can I see how many orcs are there? There's 4 orcs, I think. Dude, I said that and the game was like, you pause for a moment considering your decision. Is crawling with orcs and it would be either very brave or very foolish to enter it. I can take on all these orcs. And the odds look grim? Uh-oh. Uh-oh, I may have made a bad choice here. Oh, uh-oh. They're not very skilled, are they? Oh, that guy's oh shit, there's bows. So, here we clash. So he's a 5. And I... Huh? Uh-oh. 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 Dodge bolt. Just gonna rely on my skill here. Ooh, he drew. Huh? He destroyed the thing. He's gonna step here and get... Oh, this is not good. This may have been a mistake, I must say. I'm gonna attack him. Oh, thank God! Dude! Oh no! I have made a very bad mistake, I must say. Ooh, I managed to hit him, which is good. I'm gonna do right slash. Gonna clash against him. I win and I kill him. I need another turn or two for that one. Oh, I should have hit him. I should have thought of that. I think he can do a tree strike. Orc guard. He's a toughie there. Orc ranger. I don't think I've ever seen them before. I'm gonna dodge bolt him. Oh, he could also throw down far. Oh, okay. That's actually a really cool ability. I'm just gonna be very... I'm gonna play this very carefully. He could shoot me. He's gonna go here now. Easy game. Easy game. Oh! Dodge to the side. No, he's running. Get over here. You bitch. He's gonna move here. Stop dodging me. He's gonna move here now. Got him. You have defeated the orcs. Incredibly, you have managed to take down a huge army of orcs training for battle. Your combat has drawn the attention of more orcs from nearby. Huh? Come on, game. An armorer followed by 2 orcs. Oh. Oh, he looks a little bit big. He looks... Oh, shit, he looks a little bit big. Thankfully, I can do this. I'm gonna slash. Oh, this could be bad. Oh, okay, so here's a difficult decision. Do I just attack him? He has 7 skills, so almost the same type of skill as me. Do I try to move to the side? You like that these look like D&D minis? Yeah, it's really cool. I don't kill him if I step to the side. I think just attacking. Oh, he made the mistake of trying to attack me. Now I think I can pretty safely step to the left because the characters kind of move around and that kind of gives you a general idea. Like say they turn. That gives you a general idea of what they may do. Oh, shit. He's actually going to step here. Nope, he was going to attack. Now he goes. Hey, I'm just too good at this game. Oh, he got me. Oh, this guy's slick. Fortunately for him, I can just keep stepping back. Perfect. Didn't even take any damage. The training hall is silent, with no more orcs to surprise you. You are free to explore the areas. Leave it entirely. I just kick the shit out of them and leave. I think I explore these 2 rooms, and I go check the gate. Head to the eastern end of the hallway. The eastern end of the Hawk's training hall has 2 doors. You can feel some warmth from the room on the left, with a battered shield hanging from it. The door on the right has a helmet hanging from it instead. Let's open the left-handed one. I assume this is like the forge that we just killed that guy from. You find yourself inside a moderately sized chamber and immediately hit by a wall of heat. On the far side of the chamber is a crude forge with coals glowing hot. With no one about, you quickly search the armorer's room and find the orc's stash inside a small chest. You scoop up the loot and stash it in your pack. 12 gold pieces. He was well paid for his work. Let's open the right-handed door. Ooh, this is the armory. You find yourself in a cramped room full of battered helmets, rusting hauberks, and suits of leather armor. The contents of the armory is inferior compared to what you're wearing, making it useless to carry around. You loot the armory and check your next move. Let's head to the gate in the north. Let's see what's up there. Huh. Small room. Oh, at the center stands what looks like scarecrows made of battered armor. As the gate swings shuts behind you, the training quintains shudder as they activate. Oh, I'm fighting training dummies. Okay. I don't want to be here, so I'm actually going to move. I'm actually going to move again. Oh, shit. Oh, what a dodge! I did not know. Okay, so they attack on a tree. Oh, that's potentially quite bad for me. They attack in a very scary way. So they can do side, left, right, and straight, but it looks like they can't. It looks like they struggle to attack from the sides. We'll just do this. We'll just kind of cheese them. Easy game. The quintains have eventually ground to a halt, your blows being irreparable ruined wooden workings. Examining the leftover debris of the quintains, your keen eye spots something else glistening in the midst of the rubble. 2 gold pieces. Oh. Well, okay. Leave the Orc's Hall entirely. To the western side of the hall, you decide to take the northerly of the 2 exits available to you, reasoning that one will take you deeper into the mountain exit more quickly, or the mountain more quickly. Up we go. You arrive at the end of a passage at the 3-way junction. Take the path east or follow it west. I'm gonna go west. You listen to a door and hear angry shouting. Oh, we should probably investigate. What's going on in here, then? You open the door to a large room. A large chair behind a solid-looking table suggests that someone or something of rank uses this room. Oh, we got another drawing, another cool drawing. Oh no! He's whipping the poor goblin. This ugly guy here. Ew, he looks disgusting. In the corner of the room stands a strange-looking orc with a warty face standing over a smaller orc. With a whip in his hand, he has been beating his servant, who's whimpering beneath him. A beating, huh? I need to show this orc the side of my blade. Spring at the orc and hope that his servant will aid you. As you spring at the orc, the servant rises to his feet, picks up a hefty wooden stick, and joins the melee. But to your disappointment, he attacks you. You kick him aside furiously and dive into battle with a roar of fury. How dare he betray me? This guy, how dare he? I'm gonna roll that again. He ain't beating that one. This guy, you know what? He deserves it. He deserves to get... Ooh, I'm gonna step back. Huh. Damn it! Ooh, that's not good. I'm gonna step to the side. Motherfucker, he jebaited me. Okay, they're kinda beating my ass right now. Just making some poor mistakes. That's okay. You can't do anything now. Hey. Oh, come on, buddy. You have to come in somewhere. There we go. You have defeated the orcs. The green blood of the dead orcs smells foul as it seeps from their bodies. Investigate the chest. Sturdy construction. Looking closer, your keen eye notices that there appears to be a mechanical trap fashioned on the lock itself. Let's attempt to carefully trigger the trap. You break open the lock and swing the lid open. A soft click and a poisonous dart flies out, harmlessly hitting the wall. Let's inspect our treasure. Stash of gold and a label, a potion of invisibility, 25 gold pieces, and a bottle. I will take the bottle of invisibility, thank you. And there's a rest point. Let's just sit on the bench and rest, I think. Through the north door, let's head south. See what's down there. As you are about to descend the steps, you hear a commotion in the room below. A large number of orcs have entered and are not happy. Perhaps they realize they have an intruder and are looking for you. Even I'm not foolish to go that way now. Quickly move through the north door. We're running away. Let's walk on eastward. Let's continue eastward. You hear strange mutterings and clatterings of what could be pots and pans. There's several of them in here. Let's go through. How much gold do I have? 46. Oh my god. Moving room into a large room. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, there's like 3 orcs in here. Sitting around the table are 5. There's 5 orcs. That's not what's represented here. 5 orcs. Busily drinking and dripping their bowls of rat gizzard soup. Ooh, rat gizzard soup. Ew. All are involved in a rowdy argument as to who will get to chew the rat bones left in the large soup cauldron. No sign of any goblins eating. I wonder if there are any in here. I need to find that jailer. Let's fight them all. I'm feeling confident. This guy has some sick ass moves, I must say. Although I would say I would like if he did more than 2 damage. Oh, they're kind of dummies. Ooh. Hi Billy. Hi Billy. Naked? No. And I already have the least amount of clothes that I can have. I'm sorry. I'm gonna move because I'm getting kind of trapped here. Thankfully they're dumb. Lou, wait, aren't these the clothes in that one artwork? Lou. Yes, these are the clothes. Oh no, he shattered again. These are the clothes in that one artwork. I think it's good art. I think it's very good art. Back here. Kill him. And dodge bolt him. Damn, this dude's dodge bolt is so good. It deals so much damage. But find only a few teeth, nails, bones, and knives. Well, let's try the room to the north. A chilly larder. Most of the food being stored here is clearly from more inhuman palate. But enough mold-free fruit and not stale bread to make up 2 meals worth of provisions. Your keen eye spots a hidden stash of delicious nuts and berries. Had no interest in these, but they do make another meal. I don't understand how they can eat this other stuff. I'll enjoy those berries, though. Let's try the door to the east. Uh-oh. Opens easily, and you enter balls. Of course, that's what you hear, Haru. The air is thick with smells of oh no, that's what you're thinking about when you think about that art. With the smells of unpleasant things being boiled in the large cauldron that hangs over the fire in the center. On the opposite side of the bubbling cauldron stands an obese orc cook. It is stirring what appears to be the intestines of it into the seething broth. and does not appear to have spotted you. A goblin is holding jars of spices, eagerly hoping to assist its master in some way. Ah, a goblin! I should press this creature about Rotgut. Soon as you begin speaking, it obviously knows the name. Ooh, he knows who Rotgut is. The orc's huge belly wobbles as it waddles towards you, ready to chop you into little bits. The goblin apprentice joins in too. Damn. Ooh, he's a big boy. He's a little bit tough, but I think we can take this assistant. He didn't even try. Oh, he moved! He got my ass. Well, I got him. Now move. He only has really one decision. Oh, he didn't move. Smart goblin. Smart orc, sorry, I should say. Oh, he has a ranged attack too. Oh, I did not realize. Now I hit him. Perfect. Okay, he got me. I'll give him that one. The cook is dead. You briefly toy with the idea of tipping over its own cooking pot. There's nothing in the cook's kitchen. Sure, I'll tip over it. Some of the vile soup begins scalding the bodies of the dead orc and goblin. Unidentified ingredients are strewn about. Ew. Your vandalism was fruitless. Well, you never know. Let's try the door to the south. You enter what is clearly a storeroom. And then on a dresser you find a leather case. This looks like a bow case. Inside you find a magnificent bow with one silver arrow. The giver of sleep to those who never can. Damn, that goes kind of hard. I like that bow. Yeah, I'm gonna take the silver bow and arrows. Oh, I got a luck point back. Nice. And, well, that kind of completes our stage here. Let's go. The passageway leads into a square dungeon chamber. There are 2 doors on the eastern wall and 2 in the western wall. On the opposite side of the room, another passageway leads away north. The first door to the right is well used. Putting your ear to the keyhole, you listen and hear a man screaming for help from the inside. Before deciding what to do next, you listen to the other doors as well. From behind the second door to your right, you hear a thumping sound on wood. Hello? Hello? Not funny, open the door! The first door to the left is made of solid metal. Listening to that door, you hear the sound of tortured screams coming from within. Putting your ear to the second door, you hear nothing. Would you recommend this game? It looks pretty much up your alley. I would very much recommend this game. So I picked one character. I've played another character, and they had a whole different story. So each character has like a separate thing. Now it's the same. I think it is the same thing each time, in the sense that it's the same layout, but I assume you go to different areas depending on your character. Orc cells, but maybe they have a goblin jailer working for them. It would be worth checking these out. I'm going to check the door where the guy was screaming for help. Oh no, there was tortured screams. First door on the left. I'm going to open the first door on the left. It opens. Small torture chamber. Various torture devices about the walls. In the center of the room, 2 small, hunched-back goblins are having their fiendish way with a dwarf who is tied up to a hook in the ceiling by his wrists. They're poking and cutting him viciously with their swords. The dwarf lets out one final scream and falls silent, eyes closed. His captors make disappointed noises and look around angrily at you, as if you were at fault that the dwarf had collapsed. Rotgut doesn't appear to be one of these unfortunate creatures. I should press them, though, as they may know where he is. Well, let's ask them.
One of the goblins sneers and spits on the floor as you mention a rockgut. Gawk! That rockgut fool took that dwarf boss to the river prison.
Obviously, the goblin has no love for Rotgut, but it views you suspiciously too.
A river prison, eh? I've heard that this mountain may have an underground river somewhere. I need to get some directions.
Let's press them for more information.
Why do you need to know that?
I want to kill Rotgut. I'll have another dwarf prisoner to deliver to him. Excuse me, sorry. I'll take a sip of water.
Well, I'll be honest, I want to kill Rotgut. Yes, this is good news for me, Snorkel.
The goblin goes on to explain that Rotgut has his own private prison, away from prying eyes on the north bank of the river that flows through the mountain. For some reason, Snarkle and Rotgut do not like each other, and you suspect that if Rotgut is gone, Snorkel thinks he may rise in the so-called goblin ranks. The goblin directs you through to be somewhere called the School of Magic and suggests you make a left turn at the junction after the portcullis. He also recommends that later on you take a shortcut past the Troll Cave to avoid the
meddling magic humans.
You take a shortcut past the Troll Cave. Do I trust Snorkel and his friends to keep quiet, or shall I dispose of them? What do you guys think? Do you think these two goblins that just tortured a man to death, that just tortured like a dwarf to death, should be allowed to live? Will I play their game of inter-prison conflict and help Snarkle? Jump him? Jump him. And seeing the weapon, they snarl. Go. Oh no, look at the dwarf, he's dead. Of course, Haru is just like, kill them instantly. He can't, oh no wait, he could dodge though. You do that. Oh shit, I'm gonna move this way. He attacks there. Uh-oh. This ain't good. I'm gonna do this. Oh. I'm gonna attack him. Perfect. I think he could go here. Again, think he could go there. Poor dwarf. Hello, Mochi. Hi, Mochi. Welcome back. You cut down the dwarf. With his last strength, he opens his eyes and looks at you, then looks downwards. His eyes close again, and this time he breathes his last. You gently rest the dead dwarf on the ground. As you look around the room, your keen eye notices something amiss with the heel on the dwarf's boot. Well, let's examine the dwarf's boot. There appears to be nothing inside them, but one of them seems to be rattling. You take a closer look and inspect the heel and find that it comes off. Out comes a small, smooth stone. I think we take the stone. There's a dwarven rune carved into it. You feel that it will be useful and pocket it. As you have completed such a swift search of the dwarf, you still have some time before more goblins arrive. Bravely you search the bodies of the two. I like how it says bravely. I'm just grave robbing. Also, can I just say, these are really nice. I haven't really commented on them, but the like stylized capital letters is very nice. As you go through their pockets, you find a large piece of sweet-smelling cheese. Yeah, I'll take the cheese. Poor dwarf, I'm sorry. Well, you heard the thumping? Let's go to the second door. Uh-oh. As you approach the door, the banging gets louder and the bolts start to shake.
Come on, Yerk! Let out! Waking up!
I don't know why I'm doing why they're like football hooligans, but I like that when it comes to orcs and goblins. Sliding back the rusty bolt, you come face to face with a panicked looking orc and a horrific creature closing in behind.
Slime beast, run!
Squeaks the panicked goblin and lashes out at you. The toad-like slime beast joins in on the fray, opening its wide mouth. See, this is another interesting one. On another character, she instantly kills the slime beast. She actually pictures that it's a slime beast before anything else happens. So I've never fought this thing, and I'm scared. I'm going to try to move. Ooh, okay, that was a good decision. What the fuck, Goblin? Why are you attacking me? Why is the Goblin attacking me? What is this? Stop moving so much. I'm gonna right slash him. Ooh, he is high. I don't like that. That's better. No, he beat me. Oh shit. Okay, it's going okay. You defeated the monsters. Initially, it looks as though there's nothing of value. However, upon a second glance, you notice a blue candle sitting in the muck. I'll take the blue candle. I don't know what it's for, but sure it could come in useful. Let's check out the Screaming Man. It's swinging open. A nauseating stench hits your nostrils. The floor is covered with bones and rotting vegetation and slime. A wild, haired old man, clothed in rags, rushes at you, screaming. Can I just say as well, this art is so cool. The arts, the random art pieces that you get are just so good. Look at that. It is so cool. See it in color. What do you guys think? I feel like some of the art is better in color, and then some of it is like better like this. The art's wonderful, the line art. Oh, it's so good. Look how thin he look. Oh my god, you can see like his... That's so cool. Look at all the scones and the... His beard is long and grey. He's waving an old wooden chair leg. Is he simply as sane as he appears, or has this been some kind of trap? I'll shout at him to calm him down. You like the non-coloured better version? I do as well. For this one anyway, I do. I think he looks more haggard. You're freed, old man! Instantly, his ranting cease. He stops dead in his tracks. You just like the lines and sinks to the store, weeping loudly. As he gradually composes himself, he thanks you many times. Many years ago, he wanted an adventurer like you in the search of the Warlock's treasure. He was captured by the orcs and thrown into the solitary cell as a sort of pet for the creatures.
Wait a second. I've heard about this fellow before. This is Aaron Dagar, a famed adventurer.
You ask him whether he knows a goblin jailer. While he hasn't met him, he does say that some goblins are said to be encamped by the underground river. He's also learned that the keys to the boathouse are guarded by a man and his dog. You shake his hands and leave. Oh, that poor guy. He's been trapped there all this time. Well, let's check out the second door. Orcs. Oh, it's a weapons store. The Dan... Oh, hi, Mike. Hi, Mike. How are you? It's nice to see you. The Dandalorians are invading Era. What? The Dandalorians? I like dandelions, but not enough to allow them invade. Oh my god, another raider. Where's my horn? Where's my horn? There's meant to be a horn sounding you guys in. But hello raiders. Welcome in. Oh Mike, you were an early arrival then. Welcome in everyone, welcome in. Thank you so much, Fua. Thank you so much for the raid. That's so sweet of you. Hang on, let me real quick. Shout out at... Did I do the right one? There we go. Fua and Wua. Hello, Rua. Hi, Fua. It's nice to see you. Hi. Thank you so much for the raid. That's so kind of you. Hello, Yukimo. Hello, Bree Gale. Hi, sick of Mike. You're now a raider. Hello, everyone. My name is Rua Uaquilta. It is a pleasure to meet all of you. I'm a half-human, half-Tuatha, that being the god people of Ireland who lived in Ireland before the Gale arrived. It's a pleasure to meet you. Can you show us your model? The art style looks so beautiful. I don't know. I don't know if I should. I feel safe in my little corner. I feel safe in my... Okay. I'll show the model. Okay. I'll show the model. Hang on. Let me get a little bit closer. How am I? I'm really good. I'm really good, Fua. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for the raid. It's so kind of you. Oh, is it lagging a little bit? Uh-oh. Is it better? It's better. There we go. Wait. Wait. What other half are you again? Human and Tuahade. Tuahade. They were the god people. Like literally, that's what Tuahade means. It means some of them call them the Tuahade Danon, i.e. the people of the people of Danon. Why is my stream lagging? That's really annoying. Is that happening on you guys' end as well, or is that just my OBS being weird? Hang on, there we go. I think that should be fine. It's not lagging for you? Okay, perfect. So it's just my computer being bad for some reason. But they were the kind of gods that existed in Ireland beforehand. And then the Gael arrived, which are the Irish people. And they kind of beat the gods and drove them underground. They kind of agreed to live in the other world. So the humans, the Gael, get to rule the top side of Ireland, and then the Tuatha went underneath. The Chinchilla Prince has granted you his family. Chinchillas are so cute. I remember when I saw that you had like chinchillas on stream, I was like, I have to raid this person. But yeah, this is the model. It's very nice. Excuse me, you're gonna get spammed for a little bit. But this is my mama and this is my papa. Inca and Marbu, they both did amazing. Marburg, I should say. How do you spell the thing you said? It's Tuatha Dé. There you go. You may see Danon. That was kind of a later thing that was added. There's some interesting history there with when Christianity comes in. Hawk to it. God damn it. But yeah, I mean, this isn't my only part of the model. I also have this outfit. I think it looks rather dashing. I have another little thing. And of course, when I'm feeling a little bit cold or I want to feel a little bit snazzier, say I'm going to some very important event, I have my cloak. No, Mike, don't poke me in front of the viewers. Don't poke me in front of the new people. I'm meant to look cool. I'm meant to look cool and like imposing and like they're like, oh, I want to stick around this guy. Not be poked by people. That diminishes me. That diminishes me in front of them. They all think I'm cuter now, I assume, or they just think I'm like, this guy lets himself get poked in the face. What a loser! What a loser! But yeah, poking you with your spear. You mean your weapon, right? Your weapon of choice, this spear. That's what you mean, right? That's what you better mean. How is the game? Thank you so much for the follow, Ree. Which spear? Weird. Yeah. Weirdo? I'm not the weirdo. You're the weirdo. You're the one who's poking me. The game's really fun. This is called... Hang on, let me move out of the way slightly. This is... Wait, no, that's not enough. This is called the Warlock of Firetop Mountain. It's sort of like a choose-your-own-adventure game. And you select a character and they have like kind of a backstory and you have like different stats and stuff and you choose where to go and what to do. It's really neat. It's really cool. So we've been playing that a little bit with your spear and shield. No, Weatherman, don't make me do push-ups. When you saw it before raiding, it reminded you of D&D or something. Yeah, it is very D&D feel. It is very D&D feel. It was made by Steve Jackson, who also did the Sorcery series, which I would highly recommend anyone to play. The Sorcery Part 1, 2, 3, and 4. They're so much fun. There's so much to discover. But I now have to do push-ups, so give me a moment to get up. The sorcery ones, you know it. You haven't played it yet, though. They're really cool. This is by the same guy. Oh no, I'm clicking things by accident. Okay, there we go. Let me do some push-ups. I already did 30 push-ups earlier. God damn it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, and 14. 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22,
23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. Ugh. There we go. Okay, I'm now going to be slightly tired in about 15 seconds. Don't break your back, Grandpa. I'd like to see you do 30 push-ups, Haru. Okay. Now I'm gonna be out of breath a little bit. Because I do like fast push-ups, so it makes you tired very quickly. Give me a moment. Let's get you push-up routines. yeah, fool. You should do push-up routines. But save them for when I'm there next time. I want to watch you do push-ups. Go drown. Okay, I will. Thank you, Haru. Your art style is so much like your favorite visual novel. It's called The House in Fata Morgana. Not familiar with it, but my mama did amazing. My mama did absolutely amazing with this art style. I remember at the start, I actually got like worried. I was like, "Oh no, did I like not do well enough with my design choices?" But she cooked. She went crazy. You can't even do 10. Do you want you dead? Yes, I want you to suffer. You're telling me you get 30 push-ups for those few points? What the fuck? Usually I do like 25 to 30. Never push-ups. How about push downs? What the fuck would a push down be? It's amazing. Thank you. I set you up for that one, Mike. Oh, your model's like going back and forth, like he's heavy breathing. Oh, I see. Oh yeah, like am I kind of like going up and down a little bit? I'm like, how about push you against the wall and Capadon? I'm sure Fua can do that. Would you like to do that, Fua? That can be your thing. You just slam the wall next to your mic. You get really close. How about I'm putting snails on my head and your feet? No, don't leave me alone about the snails, okay? Leave me alone about the snails. It was an accidental massacre of snails. I didn't mean it. Okay, so there's like new people here. I one time stepped on like 4 snails in very quick succession one night, and I felt really sad. Fua Cabadon. Oh god, please no. I don't know. I think he could do it well. He's got a. I think it will work well because Fua. I feel like you have a very soft voice, but like if you like switched it up like that, like just like sudden aggressive, like your fans would love it. I'm sure your viewers would be like their hearts would thump out of their chest. Switch it up. Well, yeah, like if you go from like having a cute, like a soft voice to just being like really aggressive. Well, he doesn't want to do it. I'm sure you could do amazing. You're too pure for it, definitely. You don't have to do anything lewd about it. You could like Cabadon. You could do like, I don't have a wall near me. I can hang on, I'll like slap my hand and you guys just pretend it's a wall. You can be like, your breath stinks. You just come up with something on the spot. You just insult them. That's all they want. That's all viewers want. Cabadon, give me money. That's you know what? By the way, guys, there's a sale on gift subs right now. Just saying. If you want to give Fua, if the fans of Fua want to give a few gift subs to him, it's a thing. But yeah. I got you. I don't like asking for subs for myself, so I'll do it for someone else. I'll shield someone else. But that doesn't mean if you were like planning to give me subs, that doesn't mean you can go give him subs now. Like I want those subs too. I bought some gift subs for my friend Daya during stream. It was it's nice to do. You beg for stubs, still don't some, but it's fine. We all broke. It's nice. It's a nice little surprise when I like randomly get a payout from Twitch. It's like, oh nice. I get to like it like pays for like a lunch or two because it's like $50. But hey, you know what? I never got into VTubing to make a profit. I realized that very quickly when I bought my model, and then I realized it even further when I started skebbing art all the time. Then it went further and further down. We all broke. That's true. It's a tough world out there unless you're a big tuba and you have like thousands of viewers. Spends all your paycheck on yaoi art with you and your friend's son. I feel like this is another one that I have to explain. So one time so do you guys know Skeb? You put up art and you ask them to draw your character or whatever, and you don't like get a choice. You don't get to go back and ask them to review it or redo anything. So I requested a Skev of me and my friend's son Albionis, who was a he's unfortunately stopped streaming now, but he was a kind of Roman VTuber, had a very nice tunic. So I asked for like friendship between me and him. I was like, please, like me and him are good friends. Please, I'm just looking for it right now. Yeah, bros being pals, exactly. Bros being pals. We're good friends. Please have us doing something that like friends do. And I don't know if maybe friendship means something different over in Japan because the artist was Japanese, but you know they certainly took liberties with it, and I got this instead. This was my old model, by the way. My old model was a little bit simpler. They were roommates and they were best of friends. They were best of friends. It's cute. They're close friends. Exactly. Platonic eye contact. Yeah, me and son both love philosophy, so we were just practicing the platonic love. Achilles and Patroclus were just friends. I just want to say, by the way, that like unironically, this art is unbelievable. It is like some of the best Skeb art that I ever got. Still to this day, it is so good. I've gotten some other pretty good arts, but one of my favorite ones is my friend Demon. She's actually in chat right now. Do I still have her thing set up? She did some art of me, and I love it. I love it so much. I'm sorry. Sometimes I just do this. I just show you're running away. No, you're going to sit here. Someone grab her and hold her, and force her to listen to me praise her. Where's this isn't ASMR affirmations. This is forced affirmations. I want you guys to see her art. Grabs, thank you, Hera. I can always trust on you. You gotta unpack the mac and cheese you bought. Nope, we're gonna praise you. Look how nice this art is. Look how pretty. Look at this side angle. Good lord, look at the work on the hands. Look at the work on the hands. Now she gave me very big, large lips. I noticed this. It's very pretty, very kissable. But you guys don't get to. I love the braid too. I love how like my braid on the model is kind of small. It's kind of thin and long, but she made it like floofy, like very floofy. You put in the spotlight. You're putting the spotlight for all the ASMR kisses you do know. WD. I do not do many ASMR kisses. I think I've done a total of like 4. I've done 4 of them. Don't give people the wrong impression of me. Don't give people the wrong impression of me. D. Juicy lips. Very true. 4. So beautiful. 4. So many. No. That's gonna be how I'm gonna start collabs from now on. I'm gonna like, if someone wants to collab with me, I'm gonna be like, well, what's your ASMR kiss count? It's like your body count. What's your kiss count? And it's like, if it's over like 5, it's like, I don't collab with you. I'm sorry, whore. I end the VC. No, don't poke me, Fox. No, stop, leave it alone. Oh, I probably have to be a little bit quiet. I apologize. Hello, Halconis. Hello, Halconis. It's nice to see you. Halconis is another VTuber of mine. He is, hang on, I want to actually shout him out. He's a cool guy. You guys should definitely check him out. He does loads of different stuff. He's gotten into doing more ASMR though, and he's a very soft voice. Definitely check him out. Apparently in a perfect time. Well, hello, thank you for stopping by. He's kind of started out a small while ago, and I'd love to see him grow. He's a very cool guy. Hi Fox, how are you? Hope you're well. It's an utter pleasure to see you as well. Aw, thank you so much. Okay, you need to lurk now and do some after stream care. It was fun to chat. Wish you lots of love. I'm sorry. I'm sorry if I like kept you from like eating food or whatever. please go rest and relax after a stream. Thank you again, Fua. Thank you so much for the raid. Very kind of you. It was fun. Excellent. Glad to hear. Mr. Yappington, you swear. No, I'm not Yappington. You're a meanie head. Grazie per il shout out. I could assume that's what I meant. Thank you. Oh, excuse me. Oh, no, I had to, hang on. I do have to leave for a sec again, but my face was like, it would look like I was having a stroke. I don't want that to be as I leave. No, it was muted. I'm a professional streamer. Mr. Muted? Don't be mean to me. I came back and I saw that the eye was slightly squinty and it still looked like it. Yeah, I was quite angry about that. And I said thank you to Halconis for praising my Italian. Hang on, my eye tracking's a little messed up. Wait, hang on. There we go. I think it's fixed now. I'm tired now after that. How long have I been streaming? I have been dropping frames, so things have been up. Interesting. 3 hours. This is a long ass stream. But we'll keep going for a little while, I think. Do I have what's other things that people need to know about me? What have I covered? What have they learned about me, guys? What have the viewers learned about me so far? What need they? You know, I know what they need to know. I know what they need to know. Hang on. I know one more thing that you guys need to know about me. There's a certain individual, a certain VTuber that I may love, that may be my Oshi, and we're just gonna show him very quickly. We're just gonna show him very, very quickly. Where is he? He is. Where's my folder? Where's my folder of him? My beloved? No, not your beloved. My beloved hair. My beloved. My beloved. He is. There he is. Genzuki Tojiro. He likes his ears blown on. I do like my ears blown on. I love ear blowing ASMR. It is the best. I learned that you have beautiful art. Kami Oshi revealed, not clickbait. Gone wrong. Gone say so. I would never do anything wrong. Pure say so. Love for Genzuki. Oh, I should say, because you know it's a thing. Follow me. Like, there's new people here. Follow me on Discord. You join Discord and go to Twitter. Okay, there we go. I shielded myself enough. Professional streamer, by the way. Not really professional. Show him your terabytes. I don't have terabytes. I have a lot, but not terabytes. But yes, this is Genzuki. You guys can see the @ down below, so I feel okay showing this. But he's a Niji Sanji JP streamer, so Japanese. He's really cool. He did some piano stream today actually. I was listening to it while doing study for stuff. I was very happy. I was very relaxed, very comfortable. A very happy boy. Chuki. 3 terabytes. We all saw it. No, okay, there may have been a stream or two where I showed like many different images of him. Or I think I read out my folder, my like saved images names. Studies show that joining Rua's Discord make you 20% sexier. I did not know of this, but it helps me, so yes, it's very true. My sources, Halconis' source is that he made it up, but it's also true. He heard of it in a dream. There you go. I mean, can't blame him in a way. You'd have a bunch of pics of one person. You get me, Pip. You get me. It was revealed to him in a dream. Exactly. You don't know them. They're a Japanese streamer, and I funnily enough fell into the VTuber rabbit hole. I knew of the funny VTubers, the funny anime girls saying the funny things, the screaming, the Gura. I heard of the Gura before, ages ago, many years ago. And I saw the funny anime girls saying the naughty no word in the GTA game and not knowing what it means. I saw those memes, but I never really got into VTubing. And then I fell into a rabbit hole because of that guy over there, that Genzuki guy. I have a very weird introduction to VTubing, I felt like, because I found it through the Niji Sanji mails. Then I became a VTuber. That's my history. I suppose I should say, by the way, that I should very quickly do like an explanation of what my type of content is for the new people. I do rambling. I chat a lot. I do many yaps. I do ASMR reading, so that can often be the form of reading stories, history, philosophy, theology at times, mythology. We're currently reading a mythology book all about the Fianna. I also do standard kind of normal ASMR streams where I whisper in your guys' ears and I tap on stuff and I don't know, I like praise you or whatever you want, you weirdos. And then the odd gaming streams like this. Not the Niji Sanji. This was well before anything went down. And even then I don't do kissing. Stop that, Pip. Stop. You love mythology? We just finished a really cool story. The battle of the White Strand, or Kothin Truig, sorry. Kissy face. I'm going to beat all of you with a slipper. I'm gonna go Asian mother on you guys if you don't stop. But it's a really cool story. I definitely recommend checking it out. Yeah, you can't just say those type of things. You can't just turn it around on me. Help, you're being repressed. Now you see the violence inherent in the system. I am not a violent man. I am not a violent person. I just have to keep control over you guys. You're Latina. We get the chaklas. The chanclas? Is that how you pronounce that? I'm probably butchering that word. Chanclas. That is that like the Latino? Is that like the Latin version of chakras? but to open your chakras, your grandmother has to beat you with a slipper or a sandal. Chancla. Your mom got the hanger. Ooh, ow, oh, ouch. And you'll keep bringing it up until you get what you want. You know what? I respect the hustle. I respect the persistence. Does the slipper beating cost extra? Sure. You said it right. Chancla is a slipper. Very cool. I'm soon to be fluent. Or just a shoe. It's pretty much correct how you pronounce it. Hell yeah. But Hang on, I have to charge this. It's going to die soon. My phone is. Excuse me. I looked very peaceful. I looked very peaceful there, I felt. I just looked sleepy. I looked eepy. Would you, if you guys stumbled upon me and I was like in peaceful sleep, I was like nice and happy, would you guys wake me up? Would you ruin my sleep? I bet you guys would ruin my sleep. How's my Spanish? How good is my Spanish? Not, I never took Spanish. You know what, you guys, if you guys want to throw some random Spanish phrases at me, I'll try my best to pronounce them. Rua hablo un poco Gaelic. Little bit of Gaelga, little bit of Gaelga, little bit of Irish. As I think is what you asked me. Let you think. Just type something random. If you fell asleep on my lap, you'll cut off your legs rather than wake me. Rua, well, Mike, that is horrific and also very sweet. Very sweet of you. Hola, hola, ¿cómo está? Is how I would say that. Maybe I should do that for ASMR. That could actually be really nice for ASMR. If I just picked like a bunch of like things to say in different languages. Like if I said hello or like go to sleep in like different languages. Estás. It has the S. Oh, sorry, estás. So hola, ¿cómo estás? Mi nombre es Rua y no hablo español. Listen, I know how to do an accent. You just gotta embrace the accent, and you just sound better. As racist as it may be, just say. Well, it's not even racist. Spanish is a European language. Just embrace the accent, and you got it. You got it. Now, of course, if you want to make, listen, guys, if you ever want to make a person of another language cringe, you just do it like this. You go, mi nombre es Ruad, y no hablo español. And that's how you make people like cringe and want to hit you. ¿Cómo estás? I don't know what that means. Soy bonita. If I get called a puta in a little bit, I won't be surprised. You died. I'm sorry, Ree. I'm sorry. No, Harry, don't poke me. It's mean to me. You would never. You are one. You're so mean to me, Harry. You're so... Something almost dropped. It's crazy. Haru got hands today. She always has hands. She's always got hands. Sometimes they're lazy hands and she doesn't clean up like a maid should. But she usually throws them instead. There's a running joke, by the way, that Haru is my maid. She just decided to be my maid. She gets paid a pittance. I don't know why, but you know what? She's important. She's important to keeping the place cleaned. You cleaned up Billy? You did clean up Billy. You did clean up Billy. That's very good of you. Thank you for cleaning up the Billy. Ugh, I'm getting warm. Billy the Bucket. Who's Billy? Well, Billy the Bucket is someone who joins, goes command naked, it doesn't work, and then comments that I recently had not safe for work art made, and then shatters into pieces, or spontaneously combusts. You think you saw him once? Yeah, he's a very interesting person. He often if he ever sees me in another stream, he's like, "Aren't you the guy who got art naked?" Or like, "Aren't you the guy who doesn't wear clothes?" I'm like, "No, fuck off, Billy." Huh? Oh yeah, I recently got well, I've gotten some not safe for work art before, but yeah, I got one recently. It turned out really nice. It turned out really, really nice. No, I will not show it on stream. That's how I get banned. Billy, our favorite bucket. Yeah, but Haru's job is to make sure to sweep him up after he collapses in on himself. If you want to see it, it is on the Twitter. It's in his Discord too. It is also in the Discord. Safe for work. It's not exactly safe for work. But yeah, no. I wouldn't show things like that on Twitter. I wouldn't. I would show things on things like that on Twitter, obviously, but not on Twitch. That's again how you get banned. You mean this stream? And just mentioning that I've done that before, that I've gotten that type of art isn't. That's not. Haru, I'm going to ban you. Don't say those things. That makes me like my whole body like go into a shrimp as I try and protect everything. It's like whenever I'm like reading a story about like either history or like, you know, something like Game of Thrones, and it's like it's talking about like making eunuchs. It's getting less painful. Haru, I'm learning some very interesting things about you, apparently, that I did not know existed. Like reading those things, I start getting a pain in that general area. What's that? So Pip, a eunuch is a male human person, man, who has had their you know like a dog gets the snip. The same thing happens to them. They get their genitalia removed. Sometimes all of it, sometimes just the undercarriage, so to speak. But it's not a good thing. It was often done during in empires or kingdoms where they kind of they wanted to have guards around women, like queens, for instance, but they didn't want to have men who could possibly be driven by sexual desire. It was also just good for keeping control of them. It eliminated, like, you know, didn't have as much testosterone going through them. That was the idea anyway. That, well, not testosterone, but like, you know, they didn't have their manhood, so they were more docile, so to speak. You know, bleach your ears now? They should have just stayed curious. Well, it's important to learn. They often use them, they often actually became they could become quite influential in many courts because I guess they just had kind of that power where like people would probably underestimate them because, oh, they're half a man, they're not even a man anymore. And they could just, you know, it made them evil and scheming and Machiavellian. Now, to be fair, Mike, if that happened to me and I was like working in the royal court, I'd probably become very Machiavellian too. I'd be like, I'm gonna get all of you motherfuckers back. You can watch Apothecary Diaries. It's well explained there. I see. If you kick a eunuch down there, will it hurt? Or if he doesn't have the ding-dong? I assume so. I think there's probably still pain down there. I've actually read how the procedure... one of the procedures was done before. Oh my god, it was horrific. I'm not even going to explain it. I've just read a description of how one was done. I think in the Muslim caliphates back in the Middle Ages, it actually made me like kind of like again, it made me go and hunch over in pain. It's kind of like I'm kind of like in pain just thinking about it. I'm sorry for everyone who came from like maybe relaxed streams or like interesting stuff to hearing me talk about eunuchs. I apologize. It's a very good anime. It's not really about that, but they do explain it. I'd be concerned, Bray, if one of the shows you watch and what Haru loves is was just about making eunuchs. You'll pass? Maybe so. I think I've heard of it. I might check it out, though. I might check it out. I think it was always implied that it happened to, what's his name? One of the characters from A Game of Thrones. What's his name again? I know they had the spider. That happened to him. Theon Greyjoy, I think. Varys. It did happen. It definitely happened to Varys. But Theon, I think, like, it happened in the show. Like, it absolutely happened. But it never specifically mentioned it in the books. Ramsay ate. Oh, God. Well, he ate it? What? Theon, too. He read, like, one of the processes in an AO3 fic. What the fuck? That should definitely be tagged. No, that should definitely be tagged. You know what the worst part is? As someone who has written fan fiction before, the chance is that person was they did a load of research into it. They probably have like real in-depth knowledge of it. Cause dude, the random researching you would get into when writing stories is silly, is stupid. Or he was just waving a sausage at him in the dungeon, and he was like, "I'm gonna eat your dongle." Oh, I see. But I think it's implied. It's very much implied that it happened. But God, that it's actually really well done. Like you hear about what happens to him. You don't directly see it, but like it does make you like you go from hating this character, absolutely despising them. And you're like, oh, I want to see this person get his, for what he did, for the betrayal of the Starks. He ate Theon's baby maker with mustard. Well, look, if you're going to eat something like that, you should at least make it taste good. I'm just saying. But then it actually happens. The character actually goes through horrific torture. And it's really well done. It shows the loss of self, the complete loss of person of Theon. And then it goes through Theon slowly coming to find himself again. It was actually one of the most interesting arcs. I think it's also very interesting that like the very first story, the very first chapter you get with him, he like has sex with some character, some random woman he meets. So obviously that's like, it's like showing you that this is a really important part of him, his like manhood, I suppose. I mean, for all of those characters there. Theon's character growth is really good. It's a line that I never expected to see. It's a line that a storyline that I never really expected. Like I knew he was going to be involved in something, but like I hated him when he invaded the North. And then he really fucked up. He really got fucked up. I never watched the show, though. I actually really want to. The only issue is that I know it's horrible at the end. But I do want to watch, like, the first couple of seasons just to enjoy the storyline, you know? Just to enjoy it. You hated him, too, so bad when he betrayed Rob. Stop at 6 or something, Rua. That's kind of what I'm thinking as well. That's kind of what I'm thinking would be the best decision there. To stop at, like, that point. Before everything goes downhill. I actually need to finish A Dance with Dragons. Is that the last book? Yeah, the last one. I never finished the fucking book. I read through all of them in blistering pace, but I think I actually got burnt out a little bit because I was reading them so fast. And I was like, oh, I should finish it. Is it Dance with Dragons? Yeah, part 2 of Dance with Dragons, I should say. You're stuck at book 1 for 10 years. Mike, I read like up to Dance with Dragons in about a month and a half. Watch all but the last 3 episodes and you won't miss anything. You are not an avid reader. I can see that. I'm glad that you enjoy my like reading streams. Maybe that's what I'm here for, to read for you. But there's I'd say I put off reading it for a long time, and then I just got a book set. You're at page 414. Well, I'm glad you remember. That's important. I put off reading it for a long time because I don't know. Maybe it was like a form of, maybe it was a form of contrarianism in me. I was like, I don't care about this like really popular guy. And then I finally sat down because I heard so much about it. Then I did sit down. I was like, okay, this is actually pretty good. And I do kind of disagree with the idea. Like, people are like, oh, he's, well, I guess yes, he does in a way very much go against like the idea of the good guys winning. But there's still good characters. There's still people that you would overall root for, that you would broadly define as moral. There's just a lot of really, really terrible people, and the terrible people seem to do well, but they slowly get their comeuppance. You finished your H.P. Lovecraft anthology too? Hell yeah, good job, Mike. Then you jumped over to read Adrian Goldsworthy, Pax Romana, and some bits of Plato. Hell yeah, sounds like a good reading list. But I think I'm kind of all yapped out for now. You read a lot, at least a book a month, even if you're really busy with work. I've unfortunately kind of fallen off reading a little bit. I used to, oh my god, did you guys hear that? Did you guys hear that crack? That was my knuckle. That shit cracked loud. Good lord. Ow. That like hurt a little bit. I used to read loads, but I've been so busy and I've also been studying. So like my time for reading is replaced with study, which really sucks. But, you know, it's okay. It's okay. Don't laugh at my pain, Haru. You know, that's probably okay. Yeah, it's okay. You used to read 3 a month before you moved, before you got your current job. Rua only does gym bro stuff now. Yeah, I'm big and muscular. No, I don't do gym bro stuff. I was a big gym head as well for quite a while. I'm not as much anymore. Not as much himbo. I'm not a himbo. Himbos are meant to be like dumb. They're meant to be like silly. They're meant to be like goofy, like kind of a little bit slow, a little bit. You need to help him. You need to help him like cook food, because he'll burn down the place. But you love your himbos. I'm sure you do, Mike. You read a 200k word fanfic in one sitting, then don't read for weeks. Based. But you are dumb and silly. I'm not dumb. I'm not silly. That's mean. Stop being mean to me. Why you hate me? Harold bullies me. She's mean. Sure, dude. No, Mike, don't poke me. Stop it now. Cease this. I also realized that you guys have never actually seen my eyes. I've had them off this whole time. I don't know if you guys saw them when you first came in, but I think I turned them off at some point. So yes, I do actually have eyes. Let's very quickly zoom in so we can admire the face, because I know people were talking about the model earlier. Can I get closer? No, this is as close as I can get. But yeah, I think everyone loves the eyes on models. My mama did so well. Haru, who was the eyes based off of again? Some gacha guy, I think, or some character. Blue pearls. And then I can do this, which is a very dangerous look. Zhong Li. Oh yeah, Zhong Li, or John Lee as you call him. You crashed out when you saw 39 out of 40, and last update was like a year ago, and you stopped reading. Oh no, you're a man. So Zhong Li. So we were like trying to decide on the eyes, me and my artist mama, and so pretty, thank you. And I was like, just as she was like designing my model, she also just posted a random fan art of this guy Zhong Li, and I was like, I really like his eyes. So I messaged her and I was like, hey, just do my eyes like this. And I think she was very happy about that, because she was like, oh yeah, I can do that. So it worked out well. I can also have glowy eyes, which typically happens when I get followed or I get raided into. I suppose, because then we're showing it, I'll show the other stuff. I can blush if you hit me with a good. Oh, I can draw Irish Zhong Li. Nice. Yeah. I can blush if you hit me with a good pickup line. But most of the time, if you guys like do a bad pickup line, this is what happens. You get the blue-eyed stare. Did you really just try that in my chat? Did you really just try and like pick me up in my chat? That pickup line? Terrible. Make them cry? Okay, fine. I'll do the cry. I'll do the crying. They seem to like me crying a lot. I don't know why. It's very strange. You should really Google the visual novel you mentioned. The art is really Could you post it again? I remember you mentioned it, but I'll save it and like put it into my search history. Fujos love men in pain. They do. They really do. That's your face when you make a real shit joke. The house in Fata Morgana. Let me look that up real quick. The house in Fata Morgana. Ooh, that has a really nice art style. Just like some of the images I'm seeing is really pretty. Thank you for the recommendation. I'll back up out of your guys' personal space now. I know you don't want me too close. And also as a reading streamer, where would I be without my book? Yeah. So I have a little book toggle too. It is, and the story's amazing. Hell yeah! I've been looking for something to get into, so I might get into that. I was reading Wind Charms. I can't remember what it was called, but it had like there was like I think hand. I think there was some pretty guy on Twitter that was being posted around, and he was also like really strong and very pretty, and I was like, oh, I'll take a read of that and see where they come up. A Wind Taker. I can't remember what it was called, but no, I'll check that out. I think though we may just finish off this little section, and then I think I am possibly done for today because I've been going for a while now. I'm getting a little bit tired. I don't have the greatest of. Hang on, I have to put that in a little bit so I can see. That's still too large. Why did I say large like that? What the fuck? Large? What accent is that? What people say large? That's like an American way of saying it, I feel. That's very large. What the fuck? Where did that come from? Large. What's too large? Oh, the window. You embodied Peter Griffin. Lois. Hey Lois, I can't get through the door. I'm too large. No, I don't know. Maybe that's right. I don't know. Hey Lois. Oh my god, Lois. Rue is at the door. Where's my Warlock? There it is. The Rue. Do you guys like my hey Lois? Wait, you hate it? Should I start laughing like that for real? When you guys make a funny joke? Can I? You'd unfollow? That's fair. That's fair, Mike. I would also unfollow if my VTuber started making the noise constantly. I love that emote, Mike. Who even is that? You should make that a redeem, bro. Make him pay. I should. Ooh, more art. So every now and again in this game you get like art. It's very cool. Unfollow and block. The will still reverberate in your brain though. You'll never be able to forget it. Luca Lemonfield. Fua raids him sometime. Ooh, very nice. Luca's just. I know in Niji Sanji there's Luca and he has yellow hair, I'm pretty sure. And now Luca Lemonfield makes me think of someone who's yellow as well. Luca's just a very yellow name, isn't it? Like you picture Luca and I feel like you picture yellow. Oh no, wait, maybe that's why the Mavericks guy traded Luka Doncic to the Lakers, because he was like, this guy should be in yellow, and he traded him for nothing, basically, for an injured guy. What a terrible trade. Luka Doncic Shiro. What? Okay, I'm gonna finish off this little area here because this is kind of the end of the first part. The door is unlocked. Opening it, you find yourself at the threshold of the Orc's weapons store. A torch hangs from one wall, lighting up a small armory room stocked with swords, shields, helmets, daggers, breastplates, and the like. Very pretty. A circular iron shield with a golden crescent lies at the far end of the room. However, as you do not use a shield, it is worthless to you. What is my guy like not Muslim enough? Can he not take up the shield of the caliphate? That's not fair. Hamlets. It's because Luca the Vocaloid popularized the name color. Oh, interesting. I did not know it. He can't equip it. Wrong religion. Yeah. You try and equip it, and like Muhammad himself comes down and smites you. He doesn't smite you. He slaps you and just takes it. Like, no, fuck you. Give me that. You poke around the rooms. The weapons are blunted and worthless, the helmets battered and rusty. You decide to inspect the breastplate and the shells, see if there's anything worthwhile. You examine the breastplates and shells thoroughly, but there appears to be nothing of value. Well, that sucked. Let's leave the chamber. Exiting the dungeon, you hear the sound of water ahead of you, and make out a grilled portcullis at the end of the passageway. Before you can reach the portcullis, you will have to cross a bridge that passes over the gully of gurgling brackish. You suspect it may actually be a sewer, judging by the smell rising from it. You got to go, but it was nice to meet you. You hope you can pop in another time. Have an amazing rest of the stream. Thank you so much, Brian. Thank you so much for being like so active in chat as a raider. It's always so sweet when like there's very talkative people, because it's just fun. It's fun having new people. Thank you so much. Hope to see you again. As you make your way towards the bridge, you pass some goblins, which appear uglier than all the creatures you have encountered so far. The instant one of the goblins catches sight of you, it gives a screech of surprise and runs at you with a short sword drawn. "Kill! Kill!" it shouts, drawing the attention of the other two goblins. They all attack. So for those of you who are still around, like I know it's normal, it's very normal when like you're doing a yapping session and you have high viewers, and then you go to the game and your viewers drop. They just collapse. That's very normal. But if there is anyone still watching, this is the gameplay, like the fighting play. Oh, there's some dangerous goblins here. Does that goblin have a gun? Why does he have a revolver? What the fuck? Why does he... I have a crossbow. Why does he have a revolver? Oh, that was a mistake. I may have made a very bad mistake here by backing up the way I did. But thankfully I have really, really high skill. Uh-oh. Okay, I'm definitely going to take damage here, but I can kill him. I think he's gonna move. He's American, you guess? Wait, I'm confused. Lamau? Oh, that I messed up. Don't be mean to me. I've been like clearing these guys out. You arrive at the end of the passage. An iron portcullis blocks your way, and no amount of charging in is going to budge it. On the wall to your right are two levers. It seems likely that these levers have something to do with raising the portcullis. Using your keen eye, you notice that the left lever looks misshapen compared to the right lever. It does look a little bit like kind of squarish. I don't want to. I don't know. I don't know if that's like a goblin poking something through the wall. You don't know what they look like down there. I'm gonna pull the right lever. Ooh, you hear a deep rumbling noise and the ground begins to shudder. Slowly and noisily, the portcullis rises into the ceiling. With hesitation, you walk towards the junction. Listening carefully, however, you hear nothing down either corridor. That goblin said to head left after the portcullis, towards that magic school. I think I'm going to trust him. So, we head left. The passage begins to widen and you soon arrive at another junction. What to do? My gut feeling is to follow the passage west. Oh, that does not look safe. That looks really dangerous. Oh, look at that. There's like creatures in the background. But how much time have I been streaming for? I've been streaming for about 3.5 hours. I'm a little bit tired. It's like 2 a.m. almost. So I think I may leave it here. No, we'll go west. We'll continue westward just a little bit. He's saying to continue westward. We'll do maybe to the next area. You cautiously continue down the rocky corridor in front of you of an opened portcullis entrance built into the stone. The sound of clinking chains and monstrous growls can be heard. The corridor continues on to the west. Who's this guy? He has a funny walk. Suddenly, a terrified young acolyte runs into you. His white rune-embroidered robes are torn and smudged with dirt. He looks at you with panic in his eyes. I yield. Education is not worth this much danger, no matter how great the reward. Taking a moment to catch his breath, the student begins to relax. My name is Ian the White. I am a humble student seeking entry to the School of Sorcery. You learn that he gained entry, but was deemed unworthy by the elemental masters. The school must be just up here somewhere. That goblin was telling the truth after all. Ask about Zagor, ask about the school, ask if the river is close to the school. Let's ask him. You're asking him if he knows the whereabouts of the river and if you heard of a goblin called Rotgut. The river is not beyond the school to the west, but I don't know the goblin you seek, I'm afraid. I did see a poor half-dead dwarf being dragged through the school by a group of goblins some days ago, if that helps. Yes, I bet that's Rotgut. I should press on immediately westward. What, they goblin? Goblin these nuts. You reach a junction where the path turns northward towards an archway held up by 2 pillars. Don't give me the song, goddammit. I guess that would be the school is more likely through the pillars than down a narrow passageway. Yeah, well, wait. Oh no! I clicked the wrong one. I meant to go through the pillars. There we go. I meant to go through here. I clicked the wrong thing. Oopsies. Uh-oh. You walk down the passageway and gasp at the sight you discover. Directly in your path is a large pair of wooden doors, carved to look like a menacing, fanged mouth. A simple sign ahead reads, "Speak the magic words." As soon as you begin to approach, you startle a nearby lizard. It darts off towards the door. They spring to life, as though controlled by magic. They lift and drop dangerously, and as the lizard tries to zip through them, the door falls and crushes it flat. Uh-oh. What a ridiculous contraption. I need to be smarter than that lizard. Let's try a magic word. You stand in front of the hungry doors and speak the magic words? Well, it does say to speak the magic words. It literally says, speak the magic words. Somehow I don't think it's open wide. Speak the magic words. No way it worked. It literally worked. It did not work. It did not work. The hungry doors stop moving. You walk through the corridor. However, as you approach, they begin to come crashing down on top of you. You leap out of the way, and they graze as you make it through. -4 stamina. Yeah, I'm going to rest and consume some provisions. Should have tried please. Yeah, maybe please. Please would have worked. Open sesame, definitely. You sit down on the bench and take out a portion of provisions from your pack. Your moment of rest combined with your healthy provisions make you feel better. +10 stamina. Continue onwards. And I think that's where I'm going to end it. Several meters up the passageway, you arrive at a junction where you may turn either west or east. I think he said north, and this goes to north. Oh, there's a door over there. But I think I'm going to leave it here for today. Been a longer than usual stream. It's quite fun, I have to say. I'm going to go back here. I'm going to go over here. I'm going to get a little bit bigger. I'm going to close down the game. Close that. Where's my chat? There it is. Oh god. I have the hiccups on you. Thank you, A-Pop, for the head pat. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Very kind of you. Thank you for the stream. I feel like you only just showed up. I'm sorry if you did. I'm sorry if you just showed up and you're like, oh, okay, well, time to go. He hates me. Maybe you were lurking, though. I hope you were lurking and you got to enjoy. But I do thank everyone for watching along and chatting. Thank you, Haru, for the face hold. Thank you, thank you. Thank you, thank you. I thank you everyone for the raids. There was a lot of raids today. There was you're always watching, Wazowski. Always watching. Oh wait, isn't that the old woman? I'm always watching. Wait, no, that's Squidward. That was like a perfect Squidward. What the fuck? I'm always watching, Wazowski. Always watching. SpongeBob. I need to go have a cup of tea and relax. Squidward redeem one. Are we just gonna have a bunch of redeems where I just do silly voices? I think so. But thank you for stream, boss. Thank you, Haru. But thank you again to Regulus Ol, to Spellcrafter Geltaran, and to Fua. What's his second name? Fua Hanakish. Hanakish? I think it's Hanakish. Or is it, no, wait, hang on. Let me look at it. Oh, it's Hanakishi. Hanakishi. There we go. Hanakishi. Got it. Let me quickly look for a raid. I apologize if you're hearing the beeps in the background. I still haven't figured out how to turn that off. I think what happens is I hear it and I get annoyed. And I'm like, I should really fix that. And then I'm like, but I'm too lazy. So I'll figure it out later. But let's see who's around. Who to raid into? Who do we raid into? We have... there's a few people live today. Someone's doing a Handcam stream. And you forget. I'm just lazy and I don't want to get up. Who's this? Oh wait, Caval. Whoa. Oh, he's like a big streamer. He has like 800 viewers. That's scary. I get scared raiding into big people. Sorry, I'm currently just looking for someone to raid. Oh my god, wait. There's an orc VTuber. Let me look at him real quick. Oh wait, it's a collab. It's a big collab too. I don't sometimes I read into collab streamers, but Not often. Is a furry streamer. Oh, who's this? Prince. What's Prince Yuku do again? It's okay. You sure a bunch of people go for a bunch of biggish VTubers. Yeah, it's just like it's like nerve wracking. It's like because yeah, I know raids are meant to be a way to network, but then it's just scary. You know who we might raid? We might raid Mikan the Mink. Mikan is a really really cool person. Oh, she's BRB. You know, we'll still raid her. She's wild. She is like her BRB screen is her pissing into the ocean. And she's a girl, by the way. She's standing up peeing. She's very funny. Very, very funny. What? Yeah. Yeah. That kind of just perfectly describes Mikan. I know what she's doing, though. Jufute Raidon's Guide for Pixel Museum. We might raid into her, but I don't know how long she'll be before she's back. Most of the people that I'm following, a beater. A beater. A beater. The Rue is here. That wasn't a bad beater. That was a pretty decent beater. There was a bit of depth in there. There was a bit of loudness. A beater. Perfect. Pita? No, I like meat. I'm sorry. I like eating meat. That was a tasteful beater. Thank you. Hello, Everinian. That's not how I say that. Everonian. That's a difficult name to pronounce. But welcome in. Thank you so much for the first time chat. I do apologize. I'm currently ending. I always do this. I always take like ages to decide who to raid. You love meat, huh? Yeah, I do. What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do about it, Haru? What are you gonna do about it? Nothing. That's what. Oh, you know what? Drawing me eating meat. Okay, I like steak. I'm a fan of steak. You got an awesome design. Thank you so much. That's so kind of you. My mama did a wonderful job, and my papa did an amazing job rigging me. They both did so cool. But we're actually going to raid into one of my D&D friends, one of the people you see on D&D. His name is Sterling G. Brickman. Boy, can you guys calm down? Can you calm down? Relax. He's a golem. He actually has one of my... Thank you so much for the follow, Everneon. You can calm down. Calm down. What raid message? Goblin D&D, you say? Not every Wednesday. We're not doing it this Wednesday. Next Wednesday we will be. We stream D&D over on Regulus Oles channel. Regulus or E. So if you want to watch it, Regulus _Ole. That's where you can find the D&D. We're going to raid into Sterling G. Brickman. He's a PNG, but I love his voice so much. It's so great. It has like a... I've said it before, but a lot of deep voices have like... They're kind of like heavy. They kind of sit down there. He has a deep voice, but he has like a booming voice. It's like, hello, it's me, Sterling. I love it. I love it so much. It's one of my favorite types of voices. But he's a really cool guy. He does really good goblin. No, no, stop. We're gonna do how deep, like sort of deep. It kind of has its own depth. It's pretty deep voice. It's not like super deep, but I like it. we have 40 seconds to come up with a raid message. No, not he's a golem. We can just do a rule raid. Just do a rule raid. Why do you want goblin? Like corpse deep? Oh no. That's a whole different thing. Anyway, Garev Mila Machagut and Slán Gefol. Gob their goblins. Golem. Yeah, you know what? Fuck it. Let's do golem. You guys are being weird. You know what? Just do whatever. Do whatever. You guys are free to be weird, I guess. Anyway, bye. Thank you.